last session, through a conversation with Mr. Lee and a good bit of lying, you guys were able to convince him to lend Wyatt to the Mercator Essen Eoson car, and to withdraw the contract or the hit on the Mercator's head. In exchange, Essen offered to sell Lee the technology that he was after, or at least make the contact so he could purchase it from the Grand Mercator that is going to be accompanying the Hyver cruise. In reality, however, Essen has no such intention, and this is all a deception or a stolen tactic so Wyatt can retrieve his family, who seems to be in Lee's clutches. After you guys achieve this, Essen had Iggy command the local Nurstable troopers to hold back Mercator Tamerlan el-Sadiq, the Vendore Tamerlan el-Sadiq, back and place him in custody, while she went for a much deserved and much needed drink. It just happened to be that through Val, you guys had a plan to go visit the 6th District hovel all the way down on the 15th floor of Mega Block 620. You convinced Essen to go with you. She snuck out the back of the Mercator's tower, considerably dressed down from what you're used to. And the four of you, alongside Essen, made your way down to the hovel. Over the next few hours, you guys made acquaintances with the hunters, the Gene Hounds. That is the name of the mercenary organization that functions as sort of the hunters here in the 6th District. You arrived at their district. You got to see the 6th District hovel at this strange vertical jungle section of the Mega Block facing the Brine Sea, with these strange Biogen towers kind of like peppered throughout. You met with Iona Tasarek, the fixer that handles the Gene Hounds, as well as Tomac Adderson, the proprietor of the 6th District hovel, and reconvened with Honorius Nur, the head of one of the top Gene Hound groups or squadrons that kind of work the district. Both Iona and Honorius, having met Olda before, drinking got a little bit out of hand. There was some headbutting to be had, some conversations, some inklings at future jobs in the next few months. And finally, at a relatively early 10, 11 p.m., Essen / Evie was fully unconscious. And Wyatt, you were looking at a table of a very drunk Yok, a very drunk Val, and a very drunk and possibly concussed Nora, as you're figuring out how you're going to get all of these kids home.
These damn kids.
Essen is like fully out. And is there anything else you guys wanted to do here at the 6th District hovel? Or why is it a situation where you're just loading up everyone in the Tempest and heading out?
I mean, I'm done here, but you guys have all ruined my buzz. But yeah, if you guys
which is ironic because the man that wakes up and starts drinking.
I'm literally the alcoholic of the group. I'm having to be responsible.
You're the designated driver.
Yeah. Good thinking, guys.
How did it come to this? No,
I don't grab my car.
No, I guess I was walking then.
What was that, Kai?
We also technically don't have to leave. If we could also just stick around and sober up, but up to you guys.
Tomic, who just walked up to you guys and is putting just with a little tray as raucous partying is taking place a couple levels up. You're just one level off from the bar where it's a little bit chiller to the outside. He puts down a couple a few glasses of ice water and kind of if you want, we do have rooms downstairs.
Val turns to the others. Oh, what do you guys?
Plenty of times people can't make it home from here. Drink hard.
How much? I mean, I guess what we've already paid should cover those, right?
Senna's fucking out cold.
I know, but she's already paid a shit.
You see a mop of hair, just big brown hair spraying all directions. Just
heavy.
Yeah.
I guess the 700 credits you have left would cover it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Fine.
Are we doing that then?
Yes. I mean, as long as everyone's okay with it and doesn't need to be back for anything.
I probably should check on Daniil. But
Well, Flev was looking on him, right? Or no?
Maybe.
Val, would you have connection to what's his name? Your mech? Or did you bring him?
Spectre.
Did she bring Spectre?
I feel like you
Might be in the car.
might have put it in the car.
I think we geared up and brought it in the car at least.
Yeah, I definitely brought Hell with me.
Okay, yeah, considering... Yeah, since we went to the Niue Tower before, she probably would have brought it, so, yeah. Yeah, I have Spectre in the car. What do you have in mind, Jacques?
Well, no, actually, I was kind of hoping he'd still be at Levin's, because then I could, probably help you look through his sensors and check in on him.
Oh, I mean, we could also just call via datapad if we want, right?
I mean, yeah, but
It's less fun.
I'm sure he's fine. He's with Levin.
Does Nora seem to be... does she seem to be wanting to go back, or will a call suffice?
You guys see Nora just putting down her datapad right now, and all the datapads just go off.
Oh my god!
That's so good.
That's amazing.
I'll pop this open and stream.
This is very good. This is the content we signed up for.
Exactly.
Can I just do a medicine check on her? Just in character.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
I sent that to everyone in Capital.
Absolutely everyone.
Everyone.
A couple seconds later, Tomic kind of walks up. He is holding a pair of little data sticks, and scans around, and just kind of his gaze falls on Wyatt and goes right, sure, you look the soberest, and hands you a couple of just key fobs for rooms downstairs. And you do remember that this is perched about halfway up this stack of full stack of container crate type rooms, stacked atop each other, overgrown with mosses and vines.
You don't happen to have a suite of some sort, do you?
So, Val, what do you ask Nora?
Well, first, is she even calling Daniil?
Yeah, I can call.
Okay, and then Val will ask, she'll look at her datapad, laugh at the photo, but then she'll ask, who's Ryan and Runa?
Friends.
Oh. You haven't mentioned them before.
I'm shocked Nora has this many rooms.
Shit.
Friends from the chain or just in district?
No. I probably shouldn't have sent that to them. They're from Sophia.
Sophia? This will take quite a while to reach them.
Yeah, in about a week, they're gonna know how to shit-faced. It's better to wolf, man.
Is it fair to assume that we've all settled into the room at this point?
Yeah, good question.
Wyatt was given these two keys. You guys want to head downstairs and like look for a couple rooms, or
There's only
what's the
two
plan?
keys?
You were given two. You could ask for more.
I just wanted to know if there's like a sweet version.
Topic kind of like looks around, looks at like the Gene Water party going on, like up. Like no, it's not like a full party, but it's definitely like a raucous bar, you know, at 11 p.m. He was like, "This place looks like it kind of has a suite to you."
Fair enough. You're right.
I can do more rooms if you'd like. I didn't know how you guys were gonna like.
We'll be fine with one room. Don't worry about it.
Well, there's two keys there, so
That's fine. I'll take the keys.
I figure someone should at least bunk with the unconscious girl. Maybe she doesn't like drop all the sheets or something.
I got her. She'll.
Oh, no, sir.
We have 2 rooms, right? We can do boys and girls.
I like that.
Okay.
But for the meantime, why don't we go to one of the rooms and just sort of hang out for a little bit? I don't think anybody's tired yet, right?
And it's only 10. Night's still young.
Sounds
We
good.
can go down, enjoy some waters, get sobered up a little bit.
All right, I'll take the keys. I'll carry Evie with us.
All right, you pick up SN/Evie. God, I just like. Do you just kind of full carry her, or you just put her over your like
Over my
arm
shoulder.
over your shoulder? Arm over your shoulders, kind of like she mostly like stumbles and like just mumbles something about capital gains under her breath. The line is this. You guys make your way out of the bar. Air slightly cooler out here, but still relatively warm and kind of like moist, muggy, almost like jungle air. And you guys do know it gets a bit warmer and muggier the further down you go towards the night zone, just from like all the humidity that just kind of like settles towards the bottom, and just the fact of like just all the heat dispersion from above is kind of like goes to all the systems below. So the humidity kind of surprises you as you guys step up. You guys see later on there's kind of like people walking around downstairs about like 30 feet below on this roundabout or plaza built around the central pillar that stretches easily 80 or 90 feet above to where it almost connects to the substructure of the floor above. And you guys don't know how many of these pillars there are distributed through these few floors, these like 5 floors or so that are this hanging jungle on the wall of the mega block. Wyatt, you follow the numbers on the FOVs and you find that these are 2 rooms that are like doors right next to each other on the same kind of like container crate that is stacked facing the opposite side of the bar. So you kind of like take the stairs and go around. So this is facing what is sort of like a little side street. You see more of these container crates stacked on the other side, prefab structures, small connectors on pipes like with leaking water, and just mosses and vines and plants everywhere. You see some here like just like poofy, like kind of like fern looking things that are clinging to the wall. You walk to the farthest of the rooms, touch the FOB key to the door, and the door immediately opens, You step into this very simple double room. It has like a small wooden carved like room divider, which is like each screen seems to have come from a different room divider or thing or piece of furniture and they've been cobbled together. And some pieces have been fixed with like scrap metal or glass. There is a small table out of the wall and a narrow window over the two beds of this kind of like frosted yellowish glass through which colored light from outside just kind of filters into the room. But yeah, it's like a simple, like just very basic room. There's a bathroom door at the far end. The only thing that you guys can see in terms of sitting is this like small breakfast nook style table to the right of the door before the room divider, and then past it you see that there's two beds there, and like they're not big beds, but like everything's like doesn't look dirty for the night zone. It's not fancy, but it'll do.
Well, it looks like some of the girls will have to bunk up. Hope that's not the problem.
That's fine.
Yep. Cool.
Are we hanging out for a little bit? Or what's the plan?
Yeah, let's. We can just sit down on the edges of the bed. You can lay Essen down under the covers or on top.
I'm just gonna lay her down on top for now.
I gotta lay her down. She immediately turns a little bit and like falls on her side, out like a light instantly.
Oh. It's a good thing that I'm drunk because I don't know if I could fall asleep sober with all of that noise, and it's probably going to be like that until 6 a.m.
The bar is directly above you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine it's very loud in this room. Like even though they're stepped away.
It's gonna be like all night kind of thing too, probably.
So,
Okay, Val. So why don't we start with you?
Wait, I have to call Daniil.
Oh, okay.
I've called Daniil.
You call Daniil. The data pad kind of lights up a little bit. After just like a couple like rings, you see Daniil's face, bundle and a few blankets, cup of detoxer just kind of like steaming under his face as he lifts the data pad and goes like, "Hey, got your message. Sounds like you're having fun."
Unintentionally, we ended up at a bar. Aegistus wanted to stop by.
Hey, I know that happens.
Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to check on you, make sure you're good.
Not as good as it can be. The rush was really nice when I did it,
Hmm.
and now I feel a little bit worse.
Yep.
So, Soko got me some more detoxer stuff, and I'm just kind of like watching just like old holovids, just Aeon stuff.
All right.
Soko's keeping an eye on me, and he just turns to. You guys see that he's on the 5th floor, like on your little floor, and there's like a fully like passed out, mouth open, hammer on his lap, like a fully like full cup of coffee that he didn't touch on the bed coffee table in front of him, just passed out, like lean back, Soko on one of the couches.
God, he's so old.
Is Ghost in the room there with them too?
Ghost is asleep under Soko's feet.
Cute.
I will turn the camera so Val can see Ghost.
Val just gives a very broad smile. She's definitely very happy to see Ghost.
Okay. We might stay the night here, so.
All right. Well, I can. Do you want me to let Mr. Antonov know?
Yeah, might be good. We'll try to come home early, maybe.
Well, yeah, we should try to be there fairly early, just so
Well,
we beat Rajiv and everybody else.
alright, well, hearing on you guys' voice, and I can almost smell the booze from here, so I'll let Mr. Antonov know, and I'll let Soko know. I kind of like I'll wake him up in an hour or so when this one's over.
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Wait, have you heard back from your parents yet?
He kind of let's see. Not yet, but Mr. Antonov sent a message on the 18th.
17th.
And he was like, no, you guys just got me on the 17th.
Oh, it says Danielle outgoing message on the 17th.
Oh, okay. So 17th. So should be coming in tonight, if not early tomorrow then.
Alright.
It's about 2 days for a day and a half or so for a convoy to get there, and a day and a half back.
Yeah. Just let me know what they say when you get something. Okay.
Alright, will do.
Bye.
See ya. Don't have too much fun, you guys.
Too late.
You're gonna end up like me.
Okay. Now, whatever the fuck Yoko's saying.
Yo points an accusatory finger at Val. Yo,
Me? What's this about me?
as I recall, we went to the fuck all and mostly hung out as a group. Even poor Nora, who was stuck with a bunch of babies, who was supposed to be on a date, and there was one person who actually did get to enjoy a full date, and that was you. And we haven't heard anything about it.
Ah, yes, that's right. Yeah, the day with Aiko went pretty good. I was a little worried that the unexpected developments that we had during that evening would have soured evening, but apparently she actually found it quite thrilling. She insists, though, that she is not a psychopath for enjoying the violence.
Oh, yeah, I think keeping a cool head is kind of understandable. Like, she may be a desk analyst or whatever she is, but she's still an enforcer. She still had to go through academy, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I admit what she did was maybe a little bit reckless, to have try to help us in our uniform. I don't know if basic training would have really helped against the indentured, but her bravery did pay off, so I was very grateful to her for that.
I mean, even if they turned on her, there was only two left. You and Nora would have ripped them apart, given a couple more minutes.
Maybe, but there might have been another casualty or two during that time, so it's best that it ended as early as it did.
Yeah, the fact that nobody got killed during that is actually amazing. You both did actually very well.
Nice.
And you two did it.
But yeah, I don't know. I did have a fun time with that date, but I might actually just keep it to friendship with Aiko. She's fun and cool and all, but she might not be what I'm looking for, I think.
She
What
didn't
the
have
heck are
that.
you looking for?
Maybe someone who is not so I guess
Timid?
a bit of that, but also like you said, she's a desk analyst by nature. He is as for what we do for a living as a merc, I don't think that would be a good fit personally. And
I don't know. I mean, you can always use a guy in a chair, right?
Yeah, but I can't exactly picture Aiko
girl.
making out with Val while they're like reloading an artillery gun out in the
Oh, no.
space during a
I mean,
dogfight.
like, you got the hot chick who goes out and, like, beats the shit out of people, and then the boring one who sits in the desk and is like, hey, go beat the shit out of this person next. It works.
well, that would maybe work out if her job aligned with what we do. It seemed she's really, 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 really into her job and doing the right thing, and the stuff we do can get kind of gray. I think asking on her for help might put her in a morally uncomfortable situation at times. She's always going to want to do the most lawful thing.
Not to, I'm not saying this to, like, make you reconsider anything, but you're also super fucking into your job.
You're not wrong there, but I've already broken the law quite a couple of times, I think, on the jobs that we've conducted here, so...
Forsters break the law all the fucking time.
I don't think Aiko does, though. She seems to be one of the rare ones that tries to dot every I and cross every T.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true of the street, beat cop enforcers, but yeah, some analyst like Aiko is probably still as starry-eyed as the day she signed up for Academy.
And, even profession aside, as Jacques pointed out earlier, she is perhaps maybe a bit, maybe a little timid, I would suppose. She did seem to have a fun time at the date, but it seemed like this life, even just going out to a concert, was all very, very new to her.
I know the type, I guess.
The way this conversation is going, it's probably best that Neil doesn't hear it.
Why?
Well, because he asked her out too, and she turned them down, but now I see why, because neither of them are really, what Val is looking for.
Yeah, and I guess I'm not really looking for anything in specifically, but I did also, I suppose, have some of the same hesitations with Daniil. I won't deny he's a very attractive man, but right now he's in a very fragile point in his life. He's trying to recover, and I don't know if I would really be good for him. And I think he needs to get back on his feet first.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Hmm?
No, I was just agreeing. I understand.
But did Wyatt finally keel over and die?
No. You're out of luck on that one. I'm actually just sitting back here, like, idly kind of playing my guitar.
I guess I wouldn't have asked that if I'd heard guitar music, but maybe it blends in with the club
I know,
upstairs.
it might not actually be super audible.
Did they eat?
Sounds like Val's looking for a good time, not a long time.
Val also says, I also don't really know how long I'll be here, so there isn't... That statement, I suppose, isn't too inaccurate. Don't know if a long time is even in the cards here.
What are you doing here? Sorry, go ahead.
What the
jeez.
fuck are you doing?
I interrupted you, go ahead.
Also, Daniil is probably not going to be here for very long either, since it sounds like he is going to go back to his parents when the occasion arises.
Yeah, he'll come back. At some point. Everybody always comes back.
I mean, would he though if he's going back to his family on Pac 9? I don't even know what's here in Capital for him anymore.
I mean, Capital's like home.
Did he grow up here? Or is he also from
Yeah.
Sophia like you?
Oh, he's from here.
Fair enough. I just assumed he came from Pac 9 as well, just like his family.
No, they used to live here.
Well, what made them want to move?
Guess his job. I don't know. I haven't really met his parents much. Have I met them?
You've probably seen them, but I don't think you've really met them.
Never had a conversation with them, but I assume it was a job.
Fair enough. I believe you were about to ask something else.
Oh yeah, what are you doing here? That means you're gonna be here for not long.
Well, not necessarily not long, just an unknown amount of time. Well, I guess I may as well tell a bit about why I'm here. As I've alluded to before, Lev and I go way back, and he's actually been helping me with an investigation. I am indeed here to do merc work, but I'm actually here to investigate a couple of individuals and try to ascertain some of their background information. And depending upon how that plays out will determine how much longer I stay here. So that kind of puts a whole question mark into the air about my time here.
It's not me, is it?
No. If it was, I probably would have found out everything that I would have needed to at this point. I've been here now, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? It's been a while.
Oh, you think you got me figured out?
Val smiles, and then she says, "Even the past couple of days, I think we've gotten several steps closer, at least."
You have no idea how high I can fly.
You have been bullshitting us for 2 or 3 weeks, so yeah, who knows?
So who are you investigating then?
That was my next
Enforcers.
question.
There are 4 enforcers that I'm looking to investigate. This is actually something that Lev is helping me set up for a future operation, and something that I was going to ask of all of you in the near future, but since it's coming up now, I suppose now is as good a time as any to talk about it. There is an enforcer's headquarters with the station captain, good friends of Lev. He is setting up an opportunity for the crew to gain renown, which is part of the jobs that we've been doing for him. And the eventual end goal, when there's enough reputation, is that we can potentially come to work for the enforcers, and that would be for a mission, and that would be our way in to get some information about the 4 enforcers that I'm trying to investigate. This has been a long project in the works. There is a reason why I haven't asked any of you to look into it, especially Jacques or Emmanuel via data crafting. This is something that we've ascertained can only be extracted from the enforcer headquarters.
Do you have names of the enforcers?
Yeah, you're being real sus about this. Just spit it out already.
If I tell you the names of the enforcers,
You have to
you
kill
promise
us.
not to. No. I mean, I would really prefer if, obviously, you do not search into any of these names. I have been avoiding doing those thus far, and I don't want to alert any forces by poking noses around. As for the four names, are Mirat Zerkovic, Rita Kazmatka.
Oh boy. This is going to be a
Camila
copy and
de-
paste situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I will, but I just want to say them too.
Yeah.
Camila de Fior and Dominic Severance.
You guys can all give me knowledge
Yeah.
checks if
I'm
you'd
gonna ask
like.
if I. Profession for me, yeah.
During the profession.
Would I get a bonus for 6th district on this?
Yes, both you and Wyatt.
Nice.
Intelligence or insight?
You can pick.
I think she will also divulge that the captain of the Enforcers headquarters, Captain Yoon, right? Is that right?
Vice Captain Yoon, which some
Vice-
of you have met.
Okay.
What about you?
Oh, he's just the vice captain of the headquarters of
Bunch
where
of
the
twos.
information is stored.
No one wants to take dice from the pool for this?
Oh shit, I forgot about the dice. No, not really.
I mean, this is technically against another
It was-
member, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure I don't. No, this is just to know things.
I think she'd let you take him.
I don't think I would know those names anyway.
If no one's taken any, that's totally fine. I am gonna send one whisper.
One whisper. We all got 2.
Or notes.
But I know where. I know things.
Just Kosmatka. That name sounds familiar. I don't know where it's from though. Like it just tickles something in my brain.
Oh, just the family name or the whole name?
No,
just the last name, yo.
just
yeah.
the last name. Yeah.
Kosmatka? Like what? In what way does it sound familiar?
I can't say. It's just
Yeah,
the
You get the sense that you've either read or heard that name at some point before, but like it's like that thing that you kind of like just heard in your periphery, so you can't really like pinpoint it.
Is it like the name of a cop on TV?
maybe I didn't
Yeah.
watch that much. We didn't get like the Aeon Prime programming.
Is it a
from-
character that Dusika played at some point or some shit?
That's more possible because we did watch a lot of like recorded holovids. Oh, Yoon with one U. Okay.
The other two are like masculine names, right? Dominic and Mirat.
Yeah.
Those sound masculine to you.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Well,
Yep, same.
thank you for opening up about that.
Of course. And I can't imagine that any of you would know these names. After all, Liv and I have deduced that the Enforcer Station really is the only place to obtain the information I need. So that comes as no surprise.
Well, you said these people are enforcers, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm assuming they leave the enforcing station, so other people would know them.
Well, not particularly. Unlike those other enforcers, all 4 of these are dead.
Ooh.
Oh, that would have been good information to know before we were trying to figure out if we fucking knew these people.
I mean, you could still know them and they'd be dead.
I don't know a lot of dead people.
You know me?
Well, you know, like,
You're like a fucking weird ass outlier.
isn't half the chain dead?
Not dead, no.
Oh.
Just
Brutal.
gone.
Wait, how is that different?
But not like some of them are in 6th, and when they stopped, doing the thing, people just went back to doing shit in 6th.
So,
Not dead. I mean, some of them might be, but that's like a gang thing, right?
I mean, is it a gang thing? Because it sounds to me like the branch is like targeting and like deconstructing the chain as an organization.
How did we go from talking about Val's names to the chain?
You said you don't know dead people. I'm just saying.
Don't. I know one because he's still alive. I mean, I guess I know 2. But doesn't matter.
So you were with the chain, but you didn't really know anybody.
No, I know people. They're just not dead.
How'd
You
get
know
into
they're not
this?
dead?
How did you get into
Well,
a
it's
gang?
not a gang of undead people. What?
They initiate people when they're 5 to this gang?
Yeah, actually, they fucking do, Wyatt.
Shit.
You're
What's
about
up?
30 years too late.
Yuck, when Val mentioned them being dead and Wyatt mentions, well, they would go out of the enforcer station as well, you start going through the enforcers you've met in your head and you remember something else.
Okay,
Oh.
so Enforcer Kosmatka was a beat enforcer that would patrol near home 5 years ago. But then they okay, so out of character, Dre. Near home as in where Drifa's place was? Or
Sears and Dreyfus.
oh, so all the way down in the night zone.
Upper edge of the night zone.
And then they transferred out and they were gone. Oh, but that would mean they worked under Vonner. Who I do know Enforcer Vonner. He's retired now, but we built. Sadi, Ada, and I built a little bit of a rapport with him. There were times where we would be someplace we weren't supposed to, and he would have to chase us out. And then there were other times where we needed help, and he would come and bail us out. I think he liked us.
So that's your enforcer.
That's my enforcer. Yeah,
I see.
he's also been putting a lot of pressure on Pacheco, who is the enforcer working on Drifa's case, because he's not happy with how the enforcers are handling that. But like I said, he's retired, so go ahead, Nori.
No, I was just gonna ask, Val, have you talked to, does Lev know the names? I mean, he's like a fucking info broker.
Does he know the names?
Lev does know the names, and his plan to get information on them is something he shared with you already.
Okay. Val will say, yes, Lev does know the names, and assuming with how connected he is, I assumed if he had the information I needed, there wouldn't be need to go to the Enforcer's headquarters.
In fact, Val, I think by now you may have surmised. I'm actually gonna whisper this to you because I don't want to out anything.
Okay.
So, wait, did Lev hire you, or did you hire Lev?
Technically both. I mean, he is the main objective of why I'm here. he is helping me with that. But, I mean, him bringing me on as a mercenary, he is getting something out of it too. So, it goes both ways.
Symbiotic relationship.
What information are you trying to get about these people?
Mostly the nature of their identity. I have reason to believe that some or all of them might be forged or untruthful in some way. Now, given from what Jok has just said, it seems at least Rita Kazmatka was indeed a real enforcer, but I don't know if that's the case for all of them.
What do you think they are? If they're not real enforcers.
Val kind of squints, still kind of got a little bit of like alcohol haze, and it's like, to be honest, I'm not really sure what to expect.
So this isn't like a personal thing? This is like something you were assigned to look into?
You could say that, yeah. Since my intentions of breaking into records of Enforcer headquarters is now out in the open among all of you, the next logical question would be, is that something you'd be willing to join me on? This will be quite unlike any of the jobs we've gone on before, but I will try to make sure that Lev also compensates all of you well for doing this just like any other job.
Well, I'm only gonna be here a couple days, so.
Will you shut the fuck up and leave? Dumbass.
Just
Well,
throw a pillow at Nora.
I see your style is the Midwestern goodbye. A few days might be a few years.
Welp. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll do it. Do we have to like? Okay, question. Is this like a secret mission, or will people know that we did this mission?
Ideally, it's secret, and we don't want to get caught by enforcers. That would be very bad.
Val, from what Lev has told you, at least, just so you have it clear, the idea is that you are building enough of a rep that he can send you into Enforcer Corps on a legitimate visit, and then you are going to do something very illegitimate once you're actually in there.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, so, kind of going back to what Val was saying previously, is it's our pretense for being there is, like I mentioned previously, that Lev will have taken care of that, doctoring up our reputation based upon our merc history. But once we go in, what we do will be very, very, very illegal. And this also is another reason why I feel quite uneasy about continuing to see Aiko.
I will say for my part, although I'm not an official member yet, I do know that Haven prides itself on putting information out that that bodies in power attempt to cover up and hide. And this sounds right up that alley. I must say, I'm a bit intrigued, if only because, I don't know, I'm a little bit hooked with, like, Kosmatka. Not that I really knew them, but if they were involved in some sort of a cover-up or something, that makes them more interesting now.
I'm glad to hear that you're on board. Or, go ahead, Wyatt.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Val was just about to say, glad to hear that Jacques on board.
I could ask my connection and if they know anything about it as well.
Preferably, the fewer to know, that better. I mean, if you really think there is anything to glean from your connection, then by all means. But I think everything that we're going to need to know is from that headquarters.
Yok, as you're saying, like Val, you do realize that Val doesn't want more people to know, but you also know that you were not the only kid who was kind of like on those streets when Kosmatka was, like when that was Kosmatka's route.
Mm-hmm.
Could ask Ada.
Yeah.
Could ask. Is that what you mean? Like Ada and
Ada and Sadie lived around there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we could talk to Ada and Sadi. Maybe they know a little bit more about her. And honestly, even like he's retired, he's not going to go blabbing to anybody. I could introduce you to Vonner, and you could just casually like bring her up and see what what he knows about her transfer and where she went to, where she might be right now.
If you think they'd be receptive to that, I'd be willing to meet with Vanir. I must also ask for you, Jacques, in particular, will breaking into enforcer compound, will that be a conflict of interest for you, especially if one of the enforcers are also directly looking into your case with Drifa?
No, none of these are. That's Pacheco. Yeah, they're somebody else.
No, I mean just if you get caught and you become wanted by enforcers.
Yeah, I mean, no. It wouldn't be the first time I've like intruded on enforcer grounds and gotten chased out.
So it sounds like a conflict of interests for him.
Fair enough. I need to read the whisper that Dury sent me. 1 second.
I'm gonna nudge Evie and try to get her to drink some water.
She's sleeping.
Yeah, let her sleep.
She needs some water.
I was like,
She's gonna live
She can.
a worst hangover.
It's still fucking dark. She's kind of like she like just palm out and she starts kind of like just palming the side of your face and like over your nose. Fuck! I just got hit by a shuttle.
Yeah, drink
Maybe.
some water.
Val also wants to do an empathy check on Essen. Is there any chance that she had been just laying there, just listening to all this?
You made empathy check, yeah. Essen does kind of sit up and takes a little bit of like just takes a sip of water, furrows her brow, and just kind of like looks around as if blinded by the light in the room, and goes like, "You know, if you wanted to kill me right now, that would have been real easy."
Yeah, I know.
No, Essen, he can't get to you. I'm right here.
I'm joking. He's actually being sweet right now. It's weird.
Actually, all of you should be drinking some water right now. You're all fucking drunk.
I'll be less drunk in like an hour.
And your head's gonna be hurting even worse. So
Where are we?
it's a room at the hovel. You
Okay,
paid for
so
it, so it's all good.
I'm supposed to still hear the bar. I was freaking out. I did?
Yeah, you got it all covered. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a room like this must be like a couple hundred credits at most, right?
No idea. Couple hundred. It's probably like 20 credits, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, I think it was.
She lives in a
200.
different time scale than you guys. Like,
Yeah. It's like a banana costs $10.
Yes.
that is one of the new experiences.
Literally, we were talking about that earlier.
Like
Yeah.
bad with money?
Because I was in it's from the wealthy background. I was
that's
like,
funny.
I really want to take that and just have Nora be like, it's a banana, Michael. How much could it cost?
Exactly what I was thinking.
But I was like, I'm never going to remember to do that.
You should definitely do that.
That would be incredible.
Did Essen hear any of the things that Val said?
On a 3, Essence seems to have been very much passed out when Wyatt woke her up.
Okay. Val will just play it cool, but like she does, I think, kind of noticeably just sit up straighter as soon as Essen awake, because like the guardrails are back up now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll an ability check for Essen.
On who?
Yolk, sip some water.
It's the area, or all of you.
The vibes.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. You kind of suck as a babysitter. Like right now, you used to be good.
Essen
Vibe
goes like,
are-
excuse me, you're an adult now, and I didn't think I was coming here to babysit.
You were babysitter.
To be
Yes,
fair.
but I was already kind of half drunk when I noticed.
You're still drunk.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, it's gonna
I doubt
suck. I might just. Shit! I need to let people know I'm not gonna be there tonight.
I can tell Iggy and have him. So, I mean, you can tell him, I guess.
Yeah, could you let him know either he's freaking out or he's trying to take over, and neither is ideal. So
Okay, I'm gonna send Iggy. He's taking
trying to take
over.
over.
I hope he's taking over. I'm gonna send Iggy like Essen's drunk. Now's your chance. Take over.
Iggy replies, "It's been 6 hours. Should I let Sadiq out of the elevator?"
Oh my god.
Essen, Sadiq is still in the elevator.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Do you need to go back?
Yes. Tell Iggy to let Sadiq out of the elevator. Have him secured. Make sure Nahong is still alive. It's been 6 hours.
Okay,
He's probably just napping in that chair.
I mean,
I'm
it's-
relaying all of this, but mistyped.
First time. And she stands up, stumbles a little bit, and goes like, "I'm gonna call a car. It was fun. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking care of me."
You shouldn't go out by yourself.
No, it's fine. I'll just have a certain. No, they're gonna see me like this. I'll have some nurse table come pick me up. They're very discreet.
They're dead bodies. Well,
Nurse
not dead.
table are-
They're
no,
bodies.
They're asleep.
They're still bodies.
No, but they're alive.
Okay,
they
Essen.
Grabs her data pad and just kind of presses a couple buttons. It was like, yes, there'll be a shuttle car. It'll just be like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot one thing though. She walks to the bathroom, open the door, because then just throws up.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Wow.
And about like 30 seconds later, she kind of comes out, just wiping her face with like just a wet paper towel from the bathroom, and goes like, "Okay, sorry."
Yep.
Drink some more water.
You gotta do it again? Round 2.
I'm deciding.
I know that feeling.
I'm okay. I also don't want to interrupt whatever conversation you guys were having. Seemed like it was a friend thing. I do appreciate everything you've done. Wyatt, I am not gonna hold you to whatever agreement we did. I was just gonna take it out on you because you tried to kill me, but I also tried to kill you. And you could have given me a hard time about getting real fucking drunk and looking like this now.
You still
So-
look super hot, even if you're drunk.
She got like hair all over her face now. She's like, thanks. And she puts a bit of. I'm more comfortable. It feels a bit like I'm naked, you know, without the whole. I think I'm still drunk. Anyhow, I'm gonna go back and figure things out, and you guys carry on. If I can help with anything, just let me know. Do keep in mind that my hands are a bit tired because I'm sure Sadiq is not the only one who has like some aspirations on my job.
Are you sure somebody shouldn't come with you? Because just a couple nerve stable might not be enough.
She smiles and goes like, "That's very sweet. Even though you failed to kill me a couple times and I failed to kill you or capture you, if my nerve staple can't handle it, I don't know any individual one of you would be able to. Even if you're drunk. Especially if you're drunk."
Look, your survival is very important to me now, because my family's life depends on it. So,
Understand. And my life sort of depends on Lee thinking that we have a deal.
exactly.
And part of Lee thinking that we have a deal is that I am to behave as if there's no longer a hit on me. When you have certainty, then you have a winning deal. You want to hide it as much as possible. It's as if you're still unsure. So, if I want to convince someone that if I don't want to let them know I'm unsure, I have to act as if I have a winning deal. I don't know if that makes sense. I promise it makes more sense in Hyver.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it makes
In
more
any
sense
case-
when you're super drunk too.
Yeah,
Wyatt, she'll be fine. Don't.
I'll be okay.
Yeah.
She has her not dead bodies guarding her.
Yeah.
Let me see your datapad real quick. I'm just going to set something up for you. And if she lets him, Yok would like to attempt to coordinate a autopiloted shuttle to take her out of the night zone and halfway up to meet the nerve stapled at a higher level, so that she can take off right away. She's not waiting down here for like 40 minutes.
Okay. Easy enough to do. I don't even think you need to check for that. So yeah, you call an auto shuttle for her. She says goodbye to everyone. Gives you a little hug, Nora. Kind of goes like,
Can I fix her hair a little bit so she doesn't look
Yeah.
so
you fix her hair a little bit. She's gonna have to sneak up on the.
makeup
Yeah.
under her eyes?
Yeah, she was like, "I'm gonna stop by my actual quarters before I go back to the tower."
I'm gonna see you like
Yeah, no,
at the
no,
entrance. So
I understand. And Wyatt, if you do want to do work, you can still come up. I'm sure Lee will expect us to meet up in some capacity if I'm supposed to be,
All right.
that's air quotes, wielding you. Don't laugh. You're making it something that it's not, Nora.
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. You're like super into him. It's really obvious.
All right. I think the shuttle's outside.
Hi, Essen.
See ya,
Yes,
babe.
and
Bye, everyone. Thanks for everything. And she goes outside, waits like a full minute and a half for the shuttle to appear. Just can't see her, just kind of like just outside the window, like pacing a little bit before the lights of the shuttle comes in and she takes off.
Not at all what I imagined the way Mercator would be like.
Yeah, me either.
normally not like that. I mean, she's chill when I've come over, but not drunk.
This is your first time seeing her drunk?
Well, this is my first time seeing her drunk.
Yeah, this is the first time seeing her drink at all.
Yep. Iggy normally doesn't even touch anything when we go out. I mean, if he drove, he'd be the designated driver, but that's me, so.
I don't think Iggy can drive, is it, Kitty?
Old enough now to try it.
I think he usually just gets driven. I mean, at a certain point, it's not worth it driving on your own if you've got, not dead bodies at your beck and call, so.
Yeah, makes sense. Go back to just kind of playing a little bit over here.
So, Val, was there anything else you wanted to touch on the case that you're investigating?
Well, I suppose that's the main gist of it. Unless any of you have questions for me.
Not at this time.
How do you know Lev?
Yeah.
I mean,
diplomacy.
I've known Lev for a while, and I see the way he looks at you, and it's the same way he looks at me when I'm doing something that scares him. Not like scary, but like, oh no, Nora's gonna get hurt because she's so crazy.
Well, it does seem kind of strange that he would hire somebody who's, no offense, but probably more junior of a soldier than like somebody seasoned veteran.
I mean, I've had plenty of scenarios under my belt, but you do have a good point. For those that want, roll a diplomacy check.
I rolled one.
Oh, I got you.
We have inspiration dice.
Val, also roll an insight check, an empathy.
Let's see.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm not gonna give you stress unless you want to take stress and add a die to the pool.
No!
Alright.
Okay, so this would be
You are drunk, so.
persuasion, right?
What's that for?
Thing.
Guess we'll
For
never
Nora?
know.
Yeah, why did I have to roll?
Can I use?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Can I use 2 of our dice?
It's just a thing. Ooh, 4.
So, Val, well, both of the points they made are fairly compelling. She kind of shifts in her seat a little bit, sipping the glass of water, and then she says, she puts the glass down, and then she just states, "Lev's my uncle."
Wait, what?
He's mine too.
What? Is both of your uncles?
Wait,
Well, uncle in name, I guess.
I had always figured that he was a large part of your childhood too, but for a sec I thought you had meant that we were actually related.
That would be funny. I'm not actually related to Lev,
Fair enough.
but he's an uncle like Soko's an uncle.
And you are correct, though. The way he knows me is very similar to the way he knows you. He was a large part of my childhood, and has been a very, very important part of my family. So, yeah, we're pretty close, I'd say.
This guy needs to quit trying to train child soldiers.
No, he didn't train me.
Trained
Although I don't
me.
know. Huh?
He trained me.
Oh.
And Joke a little bit too, right? And Ada.
No. I mostly knew Levin through Soko.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he found Yoke pre-trained. He adopted him from the shelter, and he was already housebroken. Yeah.
Val, you were saying Lev didn't train you?
Oh yeah. I had heard that he had looked after both of you when we were young, but didn't know about the training part.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird that I didn't see you around, Yoke. Like, super fucking weird. But,
We mostly came by at night, and it was mostly in the garage. And I mean, we didn't really hang out with Soko. We would just come by, and Soko would be like, "Oh, yeah, you can use the tools and things." And oh, what are you working on, the drone? Oh, that's so cute. And here's some sodas. Do you like that? And yeah.
Okay, well, I guess, yeah, he mostly drove me around for the most part. But I did train in his garage sometimes with him and Soko. And
For your fighting
Yeah.
abilities, or just for Oh,
Oh yeah, fighting. I mean, Lev taught me a little bit about driving, but mostly fighting. I think. Let me check.
Let me check my backstory real quick.
Let me check my backstory.
Yeah, Yoko's gonna say, that's interesting because I've seen Levin fight once and he didn't use a stick. I mean, he used a stick, but he used it very differently from how you use a stick.
I saw him fight using a stick too. Nora narrows her eyes at Yoke. What kind of stick was it?
It was like the type that Val likes to use.
Oh, no. Mine was... the one I saw was an elote on a stick, so yeah. That's very different.
This is getting
Nacho
uncomfortable.
Libre reference. I love it.
Where is that?
Val just grins very widely. That does not surprise me at all that Lev would be capable of dispatching someone like that. I can't say I've ever seen him that creative, though. That's quite amusing.
Gotta learn to use the environment around you. Okay. So, Lev's Tuvar uncle, and he's Yoke's not uncle.
And he was
And
my like,
Wyatt's not stepdaddy.
Don't say it like that. Yeah, he wanted to be my dad, but not gonna happen.
Why? Why do you hate him?
I don't need a dad.
Why not? What's wrong with having a dad?
I'm fine on my own.
I mean, I have a dad and I'm fine on my own too.
There you go. You don't need a dad.
It doesn't mean I don't need him.
I mean, even that aside, I admit I'm a little bit surprised of your animosity towards him. Lev is just so naturally charismatic. I would be surprised that anyone could dislike him.
Don't be surprised.
Why? Like, what is your deal?
What did he do to you?
He didn't do anything to me. I just
He-
don't care to have him in my life.
Why?
I take care of my family. I don't need him there.
Okay, listen, you little shit.
Okay.
I walked into his office the other night and I was like, hey, we gotta do something about Wyatt because he's trying to fucking murder the Mercator. And you know what? He defended your ass, so I don't get why you've got such a fucking problem with him.
You done?
No! All of us. He's defended you to all of us.
He's fine.
And you still act like this.
I'm not. I don't care. It's fine. He's a nice guy, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear?
No, I want to know why you hate him.
I don't hate him.
We all know he's a nice guy.
I don't hate him. I just don't need a dad. I don't. It's just weird.
I thought the rest of us had problems. You got problems, buddy.
We all got problems.
Not like yours.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move along.
Well, hold on. Because if we're talking about your family, I might as well bring it up.
Oh my god.
You got real scared when Lee was under the impression that Evie and your mom are his hostages. He took that very personally. He did not like the idea of himself being painted as this bad guy.
Well,
But he obviously is. He's holding those people against their will.
Exactly.
Do they
But-
know that they're being held against their will?
Well, no. Well, because one of them is completely
Comatose.
a coma, yeah. And the other one, yeah, my mother doesn't realize the situation.
I don't know if the state of consciousness matters. Your mom thinks he's helping her, right?
Yeah. I mean, I assumed the same, but I also knew it wasn't a great situation to be in. But if Lee thinks that I'm acting out against him and telling people that he's holding my family hostage, then I'm sure he would not take that kindly.
He didn't seem to today.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's very much opposed to the idea of being pictured or being framed as a villain in your relationship with him.
Yeah.
He very much has this like savior complex that
No.
Is he your dad?
He's not my dad.
well,
He
I
has
only
such daddy issues. Can't tell.
Yeah.
all these guys want to be his dad.
I hate
Let
you
me
all.
let me ask you this. This is a bit of a tangent, but do you know who your biological father is?
Yes, I do.
Who is it?
You know your daddy?
I do know my daddy.
What's his name? Tell us his name.
His
White
name's
King.
Adrian.
Adrian.
His name was
Adrian.
Adrian.
Oh
Was.
shit, he's dead.
Yep.
I mean, his
Oh,
name is still
sorry.
Adrian, even if he's passed. But yeah, I'm sorry. How long ago?
I guess I know another dead person by proxy.
It was a long time ago. It doesn't matter.
Like when you were young, or
It was about 13, 14 years ago. So,
I see.
Yeah.
So
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. I mean, what do you want to talk about it? Probably not, because you don't like talking about things.
oh my god. I'm okay. I'm not hurting over this. It's long past, and honestly, he was kind of a dick anyway, so
Rumi pats you back. There, boss.
stop. I like shut her off of me, even though she's not there.
Okay. So,
So what else can we talk about?
Yolk and Syrah.
No, hold on,
Yeah, there you go.
Nora.
What? I said Yolk and Syrah first.
You did. All right, fine. What do you want to know about Syrah?
I don't know. Well, I know everything
friend.
about Syrah. You don't know anything about her.
That's why we're going on a date, so I can get to know her.
You sure about that?
What do you mean? You've done this like doom and gloom thing with her twice now. Is she a cannibal? Is she going to like literally eat me alive? Because that's
She
what
might. She
that's what
does
Tyler
talk
said.
about going down on people all the time.
Oh wow.
Wow. Good luck with
So-
that. Yoke.
Okay, what's that about? Like, does she have just a like really hyperactive libido, or does she just like feel pressured to project that?
Well, okay, so I think the latter might be the truth. I'm not sure. She says a lot of things. I don't know what is truth and what is not truth, but she seems to be under the impression that if a guy wants to sleep with her, that means they actually like her. I don't think that's true. I think that's the inverse of the truth.
Yeah, guys probably want to sleep with her because they just want a quick score.
She usually tells them no. At least when I've been around.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, given her traditions with Daniil, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, Daniil was good looking.
Still good looking. Just
He's a little sad looking now. Let's be honest.
he's really sad looking. No, I mean we're friends. I don't think any of us really felt that way about each other.
That's fair. Trust me, I know exactly how you feel.
Ooh.
We
Did you
talked.
talk to Ada?
I did, and Sierra already beat me to the punch.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, I guess when they went home, after the concert, they took more rush, and then Sierra confessed, the date thing to her. She was already kind of prepped for it when I talked to her. She seemed to take it well, for what it's worth.
I feel like that probably should have come from you, but yeah, sure.
And Sierra made it sound like that's what she wanted as well, but she was both drunk and really high when that happened, so I don't know. Maybe she was just excited.
Well, at least Brid got our things out of you.
Thank God.
I mean, I do need to go talk to her about, setting up meeting with Garza. And not that it's going to be a date or anything.
Need to actually talk to Garza too, but maybe we don't through Brit.
I mean, the only thing is, Brit is our strongest lead on finding Garza, because she buys from him.
You can ask her, but I don't think she's gonna give us anything really.
I mean, I'm not looking for a formal introduction, just a hint as to where I could get started, finding him myself.
Hmm.
I mean, he's one of the 6 of 6, right? So he can't be that hard to find.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I will also say, from what I recall Lev saying, he is also going to contact Garza himself. Us contacting him was more of a bonus, so if you do feel uncomfortable talking to Brid, I wouldn't say it's required, but it did seem like a nice to have if we could do it for our case with Garza.
Yeah, Lev told me it'd probably make more of an impact if we find him ourselves.
I mean, we know plenty of other people to ask, like the other members of
I was gonna say.
What's that?
6.
So Maurizio has actually said we could set up a meeting with his dad at some point. So that is also a potential in if we want to talk to the actual Mr. Valenti.
I mean, we should probably talk to,
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, if maybe if we get on his good side, maybe he has some ideas on how to get in touch with Garza.
For sure. I mean, yeah, like Jock said, even Garza's side, it would be good to meet the head Valenti in person, just for our aims. But yeah,
I mean,
speaking about Garza,
sorry.
huh? Speaking if he has ideas about Garza, that would just be icing on the cake.
I could also talk to Dulce or Volkova.
True.
I need to talk to Dulce at some point.
I can introduce you.
I'm sure. Yeah. I don't really know what to talk to her about, but
Honestly, just the introduction is probably fine. Wyatt actually introduced me to Dulce as well. I at first didn't really know what to say, but I mean, she's pretty easy to talk to.
She's pretty good at carrying conversations. So don't have to worry about her.
hey.
Yeah, she's nice.
And as long as there's something I can do for her to get my name out there, I guess.
I don't think you even necessarily need that. I mean, I got introduced to her without her even knowing who I am at all. But I did make my services known to her, and that's probably something you could do as well if you're looking to have another avenue for any sort of contracts.
Yeah.
I think just introducing yourself, and then because she does have, I would say, the softest influence on the 6th district. I don't think that you really need to like. She's not really going to have any jobs for us. But if there's like, let's say the first time we met Maurizio, and he was talking about like sending people to the Four Arms Embrace and like trying to like infiltrate her like web of influence, I tipped her off about that. Giving like just keeping sort of an ear out for any situations that might affect her business or her people is how you get in good with her. But she doesn't really like do anything especially illicit. It's mostly just her protecting people that normally don't have anyone else to turn to for protection or representation.
Okay.
And so long as you help her looking out for those people as well, then that's how you prove you're an ally of hers.
Got it. So
I think having one of us putting in a good word for you probably goes a long way.
Yeah. She very much trusts me, and she seems to like Wyatt for some reason.
a lot of people seem to like Wyatt for some reason.
Yeah, for some
Val
reason.
smiles and he says, if you're looking for a topic to talk to Dulce about, you can always ask her about the rabbit.
I just glare.
Val just grins.
He's a revenant now.
I do like that name. I would like to make an empathy check.
I'm just going back to playing.
Who are you checking on?
Nora! Nora. So,
Boy, I don't know what I'm going to tell you because I don't know what's going on in her head right now.
Nora from Sophia. Yes?
Yeah, Yoke, Nora from Sophia.
And she showed up in Capitol in a fancy suit and a star-picked car. And he pokes the implant line on her cheek. Fancy implants already installed.
Oh God, I'm rich. You figured it out.
Yeah. Best friends include a Black Sun heiress and a Nue Vendore. But you're part of the chain organization. Been so for 6 years. Until recently, when you got sent away on your birthday. According to Levin, the chain was founded by network agents. And the branch still seems to think those connections are still there. Since they seem to hold the disruption of the chain as a precursor to them moving into 7th at all.
You're really interested in the chain, huh? You know,
Well,
you could go to 7th and talk to them.
I'm interested in you. Because I look at these facts together, what we heard from Levin earlier today, as well as what you've disclosed about yourself before, and it stands to reason to me that the evidence points to that one or both of your parents are agents. The only thing I haven't figured out yet is which one is the agent living in the 7th District Milia, and which one still lives in Sophia and tried to have you shipped back to them. And that's my empathy check.
What are you gonna say, Nora? And you can roll diplomacy or deception depending on the nature of what you're saying. You don't have to tell us which it is.
I don't know how to So is this empathy check like gonna go against my check then?
Yes. Because he's trying to discern if you're going to be truthful or not.
He said one agent within 7th District and Amelia. Where was the other one?
I can't tell if one or both of her parents are agents, and I can't tell which parent is in the 7th District in Amelia, and which parent is in Sophia, and tried to have Nora sent back to her, or sent back to them.
I see.
Well, first of all, there's no Milia in the 7th District. My mom is from 7th, and my dad is from Sophia. Does that answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
You can roll diplomacy or deception, Nora.
Oh, damn!
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay, I'll buy it. For now.
Okay. Any other questions, Mr. Atlison?
That's all that I was curious about at the time. I've got some other things, but I've got other angles that I'm working on. We'll get there. And he winks.
Okay.
I guess a question I have to naturally follow that: if your mom is in 7th, is she safe from the bounty, or will she also be a potential target as well?
Target, sure. She can handle herself.
Fair enough. Do they dress nearly as swanky as you do? Are all chain members like that?
All chain? No. Not all. Just, depends on which of the contacts, I guess you could say, they're having meetings with.
I see. Different agents for different stratospheres of roles. Makes sense. I don't know if we've ever asked, but if this bounty was to go away or get cleared, what would you do next?
Go wherever the fuck I want, I guess.
Not go back to the chain?
Not until I'll put it this way. I told Maurizio last night that I want to make a name for myself. So, the reason you guys don't know who my parents are is because it doesn't matter, technically. Because I want to be the one that matters.
Can I empathy check that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Does it seem like her parents are very well known and very influential, and she's trying to sort of get out from
Flecked.
beneath their shadow and stuff?
Oh, I see. Give me an empathy check, Nora. Deception or diplomacy. Don't say what you're rolling.
I'll roll an empathy on that as well.
He's like, I need to get out of this corner.
I'm fine. I'm saying stuff I'm okay with saying.
Oh no!
Wow.
Alright, Val, I will say this is an inside stress.
I have a condition. This sucks.
You have
You have a chance to
tomorrow
clear it.
morning to clear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smoke.
So make sure you smoke.
Chain smoke right now.
And
Yeah,
you
everybody
add a
line
die
up.
to and you can also spend some of the advantages from the pool for that.
Yes.
Oh,
That's actually a good idea.
but yeah, she will take out a synth smoke and start smoking right now.
So he
'cause-
just immediately looks at Nora, you narrow your eyes. You suddenly feel like you're going to throw up on Nora's face and just kind of look away and just kind of open your mouth. And then you kind of take a deep breath and grab a smoke.
She's probably also at her nerves ends right now, just considering how much she revealed and stuff. So, but yeah,
She seems pretty chill. Oh, you mean Val is okay?
yeah. I'm assuming that's why, like, that might have led to why she is failing this
stressed.
test. Yeah.
Now, York did match your check. Nora. What do you say?
Match my check, and this was to empathy check what I just said, which was what?
No, the response to Val's question.
It's like, was she? Does she feel like she needs to escape out of like her parents' fame? Because it seems like she's wanting to build up her fame outside of the chain, outside of the very well established connection she already had. She's trying to do this through Maurizio, who is a new, I guess, benefactor to her and stuff. So like, yeah, it's
Okay. That's what Yolk is looking for too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does he get the sense that Nora's trying to, like she said, her parents don't matter in her story because she's going to make a name for herself? Does that mean like she feels like she's been trapped in their shadows and she's trying to break out on her own?
The tracks.
Yeah.
All right. So is there any other questions you guys throw at each other, or you just kind of like? Do you guys even go to separate rooms, or do you all just kind of like end up like
We fall asleep piled
passing
up on the
out
bed.
in different parts of this room?
Yeah, y'all got any more questions while I'm still fucking drunk?
I mean, it's a rare opportunity. It's the first time I've ever seen you like this, so. But,
I tried to drink the other night and last night. Didn't work.
luckily you don't have anyone to babysit this time.
It is true. Kind of had to babysit us, but I'll make fun of her for that later.
that's babysitting with benefits.
What?
Nothing. That did not come out how I wanted it.
I think that's Wyatt's angle.
Now you have to bring Alice in smoke and start smoking.
Okay. This feels illegal all of a sudden. Okay. Alright. Well. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Let's see, what time is it?
Yeah, I'm going next door.
I'll go with you. This kind of worked out since now there's 2 beds and 2 beds. Everybody gets a bed.
Yep.
We should try to be back at Lavin's fairly early, because I don't know when Sadi and all the rest of the Biogen people are going to show up.
Should ask them when.
I doubt they're up now. It's like 11 now, isn't it?
Close to
12:30.
midnight.
Oh yeah. He'll text. You know what? He's not gonna text Sadi because he knows Sadi probably
It's
went to bed.
11 and 5th.
Oh. Even still, he's not gonna text Sadi because Sadi is probably either in bed or getting ready for bed right now. He texts Rajiv and asks, "Hey, you're coming down tomorrow, right? What time are you guys planning on being there?"
There's a little pause. You get a message back, just like 4 or 5 exclamation signs. You're alive! Another message. Shit, kid. I didn't. Yeah, I think we're going. I have no idea what time. Sally's just gonna wake me up. I'll probably sleep in the car. 10?
Oh.
I don't know.
You aren't driving?
No, I think we're gonna take a shuttle car.
Okay. Then I will see you in the morning sometime.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's probably going to be sometime in the morning. I'm not sure. If Sadi has to wrangle them all, it might be a little bit later, so we might be okay.
You get another message, Jog. Val, you're sitting next to you. I can probably see it. It says, got some fuse at your place, or should I bring some?
No, I'm not running fuse anymore, man.
But you said I would see this?
You're sitting right next to Jog.
I think he's sitting next to Nora, actually.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay. But yeah, but you get like another 2 thumbs up, Jog.
Yeah. Don't bring too much because we're going to be like moving around to places.
It helps moving around.
I'm not moving around like that, man. Whatever. Okay, good night. Yeah, it's sometime in the morning. I'm not sure.
Val will also send out a message too.
All right.
Yeah, she's just gonna message Lev, just reaffirm that we're gonna be back tomorrow morning. But then she will also say, she'll keep it vague, but she'll mention, I mentioned about my mission to the others, with the enforcers, and then a couple lines, and then dot dot dot, and then also, also that your family as well. And then she will include a little heart, and then she'll say good night.
Lev sends a small smile, and then he goes like, I trust you told them what you think you should have told them. So, good to know that you are coming to trust your team. I did not know that you were coming here tomorrow. Soko and Daniel fell asleep watching movies, so thanks for letting me know.
Val's such the responsible daughter. Or responsible niece.
Yep. Val sends a smiley face back and goes to sleep.
Right. Is there anything anyone wants to do before they turn in?
Hack everybody's data pads while they're passed out.
I think that's been Figgy's great fear.
I'm gonna send just like a really quick message, but it's not anything that I'm gonna say out loud. She's just drunk texting her friends. That's all.
I will say, both Iggy and Sierra do reply to your message. Sierra is like, badass. Was he hot? Iggy kind of goes like, that's really cool. I'm glad you managed to have fun in spite of my sister.
Okay. I'll send back to Sarah. I mean, hot in like a scary, much older, gruffer way, sure. And
So I can make it hotter for her, I think.
So like Wyatt.
I guess. I'm hesitant to admit that Wyatt is attractive, so
It's funny because this is all in the group chat.
yeah,
In the group chat that you sent.
absolutely everyone's seeing this. Just to Iggy, I'll be like, your sis is fine. She's funny when she's blackout drunk. Did she get home okay?
This is her group chat, not our group chat, right?
No, this is everybody. You're all
She
there.
sent the
Yeah.
picture. This is a reply to the picture she sent. So you guys are all there in this conversation. Iggy just kind of like goes like, escorting her back home now. She's passed out.
In the chat, I'll just do a thumbs up emoji.
Thumbs up emoji. All right.
You're
While
just trying to stall time before you have to roll that insight recovery.
I was about to say, while you guys are while you're figuring that out, who all has stress?
Should we save Val for last?
Let's
hers
save
is-
Val for last. I think Val.
Hers is the most dramatic.
I don't have anything.
I have some.
What kind of stress do you have?
I have insight and charisma.
Which one do you want to roll for?
I will try and get rid of the charisma.
All right, and you did drink, and you can spend dice from the pool if the group is fine with it.
I have insight.
You have insight, Nora. So insight willpower for Nora, and charisma and presence for Yok. And you did smoke, Yok, so you have an advantage.
I have an advantage. Can I get 3 from the inspiration pool to help me with this?
Sure. I got a 3.
That maxes me out. Oh yeah, it's gone.
That's not. Oh no, I only got a 1.
Nora, you do not clear stress.
Did I have a scent smoke today?
I don't think so.
No.
Yok, you do clear it. That's 3 dice from the pool. Nora, did you take any from the pool? You're good.
I didn't.
Okay. Val, do you want to take any dice from the pool?
Yeah, can I take 4?
Well, you
the
smoked,
group is-
so you get You get 1.
Oh, you get 1, so you could take 3 if you want. You'd be maxed out at 3.
Okay. Actually, didn't know smoking did that.
Insight and willpower. Hey, that's a crit
Nice.
file, so you cleared 2 points.
Woohoo! I think roleplay wise, she was maybe really stressed out about how much she was divulging about herself while the conversation was going. Like, not even just about her backstory, but also just how she felt about Daniil and Aiko. But I think as she's laying down to go to sleep, she actually does feel kind of relieved, as if like quite a bit of stuff is off her chest and stuff, so it helps her sleep.
Nice. Okay, so you guys wake up the next morning around 7 or 8. Everyone who has you're not drunk anymore. So as you guys wake up, you head up to the bar. You see Tomek is not here right now on the bar. There's like a couple of just kind of like young, like a young Gene model couple, darker skin, pointy ears. They have these kind of like ridges on their elbows, on their shoulders. Might be like siblings. One of them seems a good like 5 or 6 years older than the other. If you boy and girl, and they seem to be kind of like serving like just breakfast and stuff to like people around. Most of the back of the bar is completely empty right now, and you do see a like just hunched over older Gene model man just kind of mopping the floor. Like it seems like the party probably ended like 3 or 4 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're cycling into just kind of like serving breakfast for people. You can have breakfast here, or you can just head home. It is probably around 8 in the morning when you guys wake up. Some of you with a bit of a headache and a hangover, but overall, you guys handle okay. No one like passed out or anything.
Yoke will order a coffee to go, but he'll suggest that they could get brunch with the Biogen gang when they get here.
Great. Do you need me to drive you?
Well, I was thinking if you want, all of you are invited to hang out with us, since all my Biogen friends are going to be with us as well.
Yeah, you've spoken so much about Biogen. I'd love to meet your friends.
And they would like to meet all of you, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned, going to a meeting when I talked to you last night, and I was gonna offer to drive if you needed it. I know you've got a gaggle of friends coming, so...
It's going to be a lot. I don't know if we'll all fit in the Tempest. Also, we're going to be going down to the Night Zone, so I don't know if you want to take the Tempest down there. So maybe it would be better if we...
At least take you to the elevator.
Yeah, if you wanted to drive us to the elevator, then yeah, that would be...
You know where you would all fit that could go to the night zone?
Nope. Cucaracha just pulls up.
It's me! Hey guys! Get out!
Let's
We
go!
hate you!
It's gonna be
That's not what you guys it sounds like.
Yeah, it has a lisp.
Oh no. All right, so you guys all climb on the Tempest. You get some coffees to go. Yok, if you want to buy coffee for everyone, that'll probably be like 8 credits.
Coffee for the crew.
Fuck, I gotta go shopping today. No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, me too as well. Do you maybe want to swing by Iafan's while you're out, Nora? I'm going to be picking up something there, but I think the tailor would actually like to meet you, or see you again as well regarding your suit.
Creepy.
No, nothing like that. He's just a craftsman that appreciates the tailoring of your suit, and he has a couple of ideas for improvement.
Oh.
I'm not sure if I should be excited or insulted. I'll think about it.
Well, either way, I'm going to be picking up something from there myself. So yeah, if you if you feel like taking him up on that discussion.
I guess it depends on when Yock's friends are gonna be here and when you guys need to get going. Because we could go tomorrow too.
Yeah, we have the
Yeah.
whole day off tomorrow. Tomorrow would be a good day for shopping.
Yeah. The meeting is also like late on Wednesday, like at night. So you will have a full day Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Duri, like, is it actually possible to contact Evan by datapad, like, just so I could like put in?
Yeah, and he's drone delivered stuff to you guys before.
Oh, okay. That's right. I completely forgot about that. But
Mhm.
yeah, Val, I think will put in the request to order for a rare Enviro suit and synth metal mod.
All right. There's also some news. Let me post capital news for the day.
Oh, I'll read the news for the chat.
Yeah.
June 22nd, year 327. Unabated gang wars continue raging across the 3rd District, and risk expanding into 5th as Prizrak outfits from the Night Zone hit a variety of buildings tied to gang activity from the 8th to the 26th floors of the district. Chief Enforcer Goda Petrenko sent out a general broadcast today to address the violence over the weekend, which had violent and organized crime-related casualties increased as much as 15% compared to last year. Chief Enforcer Petrenko stated arrests are keeping up with and outpacing the increased violence, and he has requested the planetary government permission to apply a 60-year-old law which would enable summary drafting of anyone arrested for violent crime within the district. 3rd District representatives are expected to bring the proposal to the Planetary Council on Monday. Enforcer Petrenko expressed hope these new powers would blunt the violence in the district while bolstering disappointing recruitment figures for the district in preparation for a possible mobilization should unprovoked ascended aggression through the Nazbir and Spacer borders continue. More at 11.
Hey, Doc, this Petrenko in the article, is that the one you spoke of yesterday?
No. That enforcer is a detective. And I can put their name. Enforcer Pacheco.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
they'd want to be able to. Anyone they arrest gets drafted into enforcers.
only into planetary
Into
defense
the-
force.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Because remember, there were troop transports loading up in the Horizon capital ships.
I see. Like a penal
Yeah.
battalion.
Yeah, exactly. How very Radanovi.
Yes.
All right. So
I'm gonna down some coffee. Let them dry.
you
Yeah.
guys down a bit of coffee, and as you are pulling up to Lev's garage, it does take you guys a good chunk. Like it's a nearly like a 50-minute drive because you've come from the Night Zone up and then like just taking the Skyway. Skyway is the fastest part, but it's morning and it's morning rush hour. Like it's a little bit like the entire city exists on 8-hour shifts, you know? So every 8 hours, a bunch of people just rush out and there's rush hour everywhere. Then just calms down a little bit, and every hours later, there's rush hour everywhere, and that's how each district sort of works because everything is running around the clock. But as you are arriving here at about 9:30 in the morning, after your coffee, you've spent some time in the car, just kind of chatting, listening to the news, listen to music. You come to see a rather like not extravagant but very nice and just kind of like somewhat upscale large shuttle van, a kind of like gunmetal color with a Biogen logo on the side, parked in front of Lev's garage. And standing in front of it is Ada and a gaggle of 4 kids in Biogen Academy outfits.
That's a lot of nerds.
There's a lot of nerds.
You see Ada first. You see next to Ada is this wide squad. The body type reminds you a little bit of Durex, but not a muscular, with a bit more of a belly, big, thick eyebrows, a little bit of like a chin strap beard that's coming up, like it's just now coming in, and like it's a little bit awkward. I see a kid kind of like arms crossed and just kind of like just participating sparingly in the conversation.
He's like a hairy so-called.
Wait, this is one of the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
With
they're
a beard?
They're in their 20s.
yeah, they're like academy kids.
Okay. So
Sure,
even
you're
like
Spanish.
kids like
18 to 20
everybody else in the
ish.
street.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're kids like you guys are kids, I guess. But they seem more kids because they're in academy uniforms, even though Yoke's outfit includes his academy blazer.
Serious business.
Yeah, he'll go change. After he says hello, he'll run up and change it into his academy outfit.
Next to him is this really tall guy, mane of black hair, kind of pushed back, dark skin, big grin. He's kind of like just resting his elbow on the metal shutters of the thing of the garage. One hand on his hip, tie kind of just hanging loosely, and his blazer tied around his waist. And he is definitely trying to pull the moves on Ada.
Stop making hot people. God damn it.
Not so serious business.
God damn it.
You see big, poofy mess of kind of like dark purple hair that you recognize from a video or photos that you've seen of Yoke's good friend Sadie. As well, she is sitting with her back towards the street, kind of like arms just kind of like gently crossed and just kind of like laughing as Ada is shaking her head and just making motions with her hands a little bit.
The girl.
We've seen Sadie before.
Yeah, and standing next to Sadie, just looking down at the iPad and just kind of looking up sparingly every now and then with like a little bit of an awkward smile. You see this like just really short girl with like a huge kind of like super long to like nearly the waist mane of platinum blonde hair that just makes her look even smaller in the oversized blazer. But you see as all of these like 5 people are standing around just kind of having a bit of a spirited conversation. It seems to you they probably got here like 10 or 15 minutes ago, and they've just been chatting out here and just catching up as the Tempest just pulls around the corner.
Wait. Yoke. That's
Yeah.
a lot of fucking nerds. Which ones have crushes on you?
just Lenka, I think. She was like Ada. She never asked me out. She would just kind of.
She's really cute. Why didn't you ask her out? I mean, I'm not telling you like ditched her or anything, but why didn't you ask her out?
I mean, she's from Rodinol, and she's very like innocent, and it just felt like I would.
And he was a
corrupt
drug
her.
dealer.
I was literally running Fuse at the time, and she was so sweet and innocent. I just felt it almost felt predatory.
You guys pull up. Nora, you ask Yoke that. You see the kind of the group starts to like just turn a little bit to see what this car is, as the tinted windows, this very intimidating and like just cool car. As the temperature just kind of
I revved the engine a little bit.
Engine
To
roars.
burn out the tires.
No, I'm not gonna damage my tires. God.
Be cool, though.
Ada, who knows obviously what the Tempest is, like steps forward and just kind of waves to you guys.
Pull up and put the top down.
The top of the car goes through. Everyone immediately, like, you see everyone's like eyes kind of like lit up a little bit as the top goes down and you realize York is in this car. Ada goes like, well, get ready for a lot, everyone. These are all of York's school friends.
Sorry, we're late.
Sadie steps forward and is like, hi, I think I've seen you all in video.
Yeah, you've seen them.
Just to the call, sorry.
Yeah, everybody, again, this is Sadi. Behind her is Lenka, this is Rajiv, and that's Ivan. And then over here on this side, my new crew is... This is Nora, this is Wyatt, and this is Val.
Rajiv kind of goes like, hey, nice to meet you. You got some hot chicks, man.
Oh
Don't tell that to their face.
You got some hot nerds too, York.
Oh, they're okay.
Rajiv kind of elbows Ivan and is like, they're obviously talking about you, dude. Ivan nods. Ivan Cherny, nice to meet you. Lenka was like, hi, Lenka Sarsiana. Yes. And Sadie goes like, yeah, and well, I guess you have to introduce us, but it's polite. Sadie Ferrero. We're all classmates of Yox from Biogen, and just come to spend the day.
Let me go up and change, because I don't want to wear this in the night zone. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, dude, you look sharp.
Do you guys want to go inside?
Oh, sure. We've never been here. Sadie goes like, we have. It's really nice though, but it had 4 floors before.
Yeah, so Mr. Antonov added a floor for us to reside in.
Ada kind of smiles and goes like, 11 circle around. I was keeping an eye on Daniil until these guys showed up. But he's up at the top.
Oh, did he go hide? Is he not good around strangers?
No, I don't know. And we were just hanging out there.
Oh! Rajiv, come here.
Rajiv kind of, yeah.
You didn't sell him anything, right? He's recovering. He's an addict.
No, I haven't gone in yet. Oh, shoot. Right, so, girls, we're going to have to do all the rush out here.
What kind of party are you guys having?
Sadie goes like, we are not having a party. We are going to go pay respects to York's aunt, and he's going to show us around, Rajiv. I don't even know why you brought Rush. And Rajiv goes like, I asked York. He told me to bring it.
No, I did not. I said...
unfurls like a 12-pack. like their condoms just...
And let's be honest.
So he's York's Sierra.
Yes. Very much so. And let's be honest, we're lucky that Rush is the worst that he brought.
No.
You used to sell me all the harder stuff, man. I haven't found a new supplier yet.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I had the ins on Biogen.
Nice to meet you, kids. And I'm just gonna swipe one of those rushes out of that bag. And walk past him.
Let's go in. I'll show you around.
You'll go in. So just so you know, who all is going to stay with the Biogen crew and who is going to do something else for their day?
What is the Biogen crew doing, though? Like,
York invited me to go with them, so I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, we're gonna go get lunch.
We're gonna
Go ahead, York.
We'll start with brunch. We're gonna go down to the night zone. We'll see kind of the area that we grew up in. We can peek in on like the old Scholastic unit, and then there's an area. There's a place in there that I wanted to show them where we actually like made a really cool memory together. Ada, Sadi, and Yok. So we'll go visit that place, and then we'll end the day at Drifa's and pay our respects.
Val will go along. She is going to change though really quick.
Yeah, Yok's haven't changed.
And also feed Ghost before they go.
Fuck, should I change?
I mean, it's up to you. We're going into the night zone all day, so.
Okay.
Should we? Should we bring our gear?
No.
Oh shit!
Gear?
Yeah, we're going to the night zone, right? Should we be armed? Is that how it works? Ivan kind of goes like, "There'll be enforcers down there, Rajiv. We don't need to. Besides, York's friends look capable. They can watch our back, right?"
Yeah, they're. You should have seen them fight the other day.
Sadie laughs and was like, "Guys, it's not like you get jumped the moment you walk into the night zone. We grew up there. York, Aiden, and I. We have people there as well."
Yeah, we're going to show you around. So we're not doing anything sketchy. It's just just checking out on the neighborhood, really.
Lenka tugs on your sleeve a little bit, York.
Hi, Lenka.
Hey, Sadie said that there might be Ers down there that are native to the night zone. Do you know if they're in any way different from Ers that are native to other zones?
Would I know if there's any difference between the Urs and 6th District?
Knowledge check.
It's extremely nerdy.
Yeah. 3?
3. I mean, they might have some characteristics that are particular. Ers are very adaptable. You don't think there'll be like any grand discovery, at least from what you can tell, but like they're worth checking out at least.
And they're all like spotted Urs down there, right? They're
you won't find the rich ones. Yeah.
He'll just kind of relay all that information to Lenka. Like as far as I know, they're just feral packs of spotted Urs. I don't.
They're also like relatively well socialized, a little bit like stray dogs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't kill and eat people for the most part.
Out of character, how long does Sylvedance live?
Sylvedance, Ravager was 25.
Ooh, they live a long time.
Okay. So
probably like
she's still alive. She's still got chance.
Vela?
Yeah.
In captivity, I imagine I could make it to 50.
Damn.
They're
in the wild, they probably made it like 30. And Lenka kind of goes like, if it's, of course, I understand if it's not possible, but if it is possible, maybe we could get close enough to get a sample. I brought, and you do see she has this huge like travel bag, like little like just over her, slung over her shoulder, and it's like, I brought some sample stuff and some treats for them.
Well, let go.
We run into them.
Okay, we're going to be walking around a lot. Are you going to be able to carry that all day?
I think so.
I'll carry it for you.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine. Or we'll make Ivan carry it.
Oh, that sounds good. Ivan, could you please? And Ivan was like, all right. And he kind of to be fair, when you arm wrestled Sadie, you lost. So it's probably better if I carry it.
We didn't have to bring that up.
I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to
weak. I work out.
Rajiv was like, all right, so I heard some of you guys were going to get changed. I'm liking the outfits, honestly. They're pretty cool. I especially like how she's not wearing a shirt and her suit.
No. I'm taking the jacket with me, but wearing like dress down.
All right, you guys go change. Wyatt, everyone else seems to be going with the Biogen kit. And the shuttle van that they've brought would fit everyone if you guys was going to jump on there. Because I think the Tempest might be a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah. I mean, if Yoke wants me to go, then I'll go.
Yeah, come along.
Do you guys have a driver? Should I drive?
City goes like, oh, well, it's an automated shuttle. But we've never taken it into the night zone. So perhaps, are you a good driver, Miss Nora?
Oh, yeah.
By all means, I've got the, she pulls up a little FOB key. You see she presses a button on one side that just disables the auto shuttle function and just hands you the FOB.
Okay,
Nice.
sure.
Yo, she's a good driver, right?
She's the best I know.
Alright, because I couldn't help notice that her car is highly armored. And I don't know if there's a reason for that, or it's just because she hits a lot of other things, so...
Well, she did hit Maurizio's car that one time. But it was just the one time, in like a week, so...
Alright, well... Here you go.
Got like a 1 in 7 chance.
Did I hear all this?
Perception check.
I
I'll
don't want to
sneak.
get stressed.
You probably would have noticed them like just kind of like whispering a little bit, but like whether to see if you heard the whole thing.
I figured if they're just handing me the keys, I was probably standing right there, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't meaning to be rude.
No worries.
I've been told I'm socially awkward. Lenny goes, me too.
understand.
Yeah, and me too. Reggie, because like no one's ever said that to me.
Facts.
All right. Let's go, nerds.
Ada goes like, gets up right next to you, Nora. I was like, you can see York has a type of friend he makes.
Yeah, I guess so.
To be fair, I think the population of this kind of people is also higher in Biogen.
How do you go from selling drugs to Biogen?
Does Yoke hear this?
York, I don't know. Did you say it loud enough?
I don't know. My sneak is shit, so...
I imagine Nora is not the most delicate type when she says those things.
No.
Yoke will say, I didn't start running Fuse until I was in Biogen already.
What the fuck? It's a weird sequence of events. Okay, sure.
Rajiv jumps on the other side of the shuttle and just kind of like sit in a place where someone could sit like right next to him if he wanted, just for whoever, you know. And he goes like, that is a weird sequence of events. I always thought you were just kind of like already in the business.
Yeah, I'll explain it later. It's a story.
Alright, Wyatt and Val, are you guys coming? Is Daniil coming? Did anyone ask him? Is he just staying here?
Oh,
Probably shouldn't come with the drug kids.
Ivan goes, we are not the drug kids. Rajiv is a drug kid. I don't think Sadie or Linka partake, and I only do brainstorm.
It's a drug.
Yes, but it's for exams.
Yep, and Rush is for getting hurt, so still a drug.
I mean, it has recreational uses too.
Well, that's the thing. I do not do it recreationally. I do it professionally. Well, academically.
Ivan is a professional.
Aren't we all?
Professional.
Yoke will run upstairs and ask Daniil if he wants to come along. Why were you going to say something?
Nothing. I'm gonna go upstairs though too and change and also look for a drink. Is there a bottle of something up there?
Have you bought any booze?
I haven't bought any lately. I do have some, but
Give me an investigation or perception check.
sure. I don't want to
Uh-oh.
use my own stash if I don't have to.
Val, you feed Ghost change as well.
Yeah, she'll join them for lunch, and then she will also bring she's not going to dress in her armor, but she is going to bring her sidearms just in case. The
Sidearm,
shotgun
that's a good call.
and the laser pistol.
All right, cool. So you just kind of like slow him the back of your.
Yoke is bringing hell.
Right?
Got
Sadie goes like, "Hell!" and she kind of like starts petting the drone.
Okay. I guess get going when everyone's here. Is Danielle coming?
Wyatt, you, I will say,
It's okay if not.
you don't find. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wyatt, you don't find like any large bottles and stuff. You do know Lev has a small liquor cabinet in his office. You could just like sneak in there and get something.
That's a good idea.
Oh my god. Lev is probably in the office.
No, they said he's out right now, right?
Him and Soko are out.
All right. Yeah. You've tempted me
Danielle
enough.
does need to go then.
You sneak in. You grab a like fancy looking but small bottle. Like it's like a mini fridge, and he has a lot of like little bottles of stuff. Some half empty, some full. There's a couple like larger, but you're gonna grab like something that's like just you can palm, you know.
Is it half empty or at least opened?
Yeah, you can find a half empty one, an open one.
Done.
Yok, you make your way upstairs, and you find Daniel is currently kind of just watching Val like prepare Ghost's food, and he kind of like, okay, I've been fed by professional chefs who didn't put that much care into what I ate.
Well, you never really know what they put into pet mix, so I've just gotten in the habit of making my own. Since I track my own nutrition, it only makes sense to do so for Ghost as well. Yeah, just a habit of how I grew up.
You see Ghost like very attentively just kind of like sitting next to Val and just like staring at the counter. But he doesn't make a move towards it or just like or whine or anything. He's just waiting. So Yok, you walk in. Daniel kind of looks at you. Hey Yok, all right, but is the hand torch necessary? Will he notice?
What?
Oh my gosh. Wait, is this a reference to blowtorching?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. I don't know if Val would use a blowtorch.
But no, it was mostly a joke. But yeah.
I see.
But Yok, you do wake up and you see Daniel there as you kind of like change clothes. You want to ask him if he wants to go?
Yeah. Do you want to come with us? We're going to be out, and everybody seems to be out of the place today. Except Manny. I don't know where he is. He's around here.
Yeah, Daniel nods. Oh, Manny is at some rest place.
Oh, near.
I think. Yeah.
So why don't you come with us? I don't want to leave you here by yourself.
I need permission from the missus.
Yeah. She said you could come.
Oh, she did? Okay, cool. I'm not gonna verify that in any way. So yeah, let's go.
Okay. Do you want to get changed, or she want to just go like you look?
Like
I'll put on a different black hoodie.
Yoke will wait, and then he'll walk with Daniel down, so he can like kind of close and lock up the place.
Yeah, so it's you, Val, and Daniel coming down the stairs. You introduce Daniel to everyone. Everyone kind of just jumps into the Biogen car. And Nora, you start. So this is all the worst parts of driving the cucaracha mixed with all the worst parts of driving a shuttle car. So it feels like driving a flying brick.
It doesn't even like you can't even get like the same sort of air traction that the Aurea gets. I guess it just kind of.
It's like like it's not as fast as the Aurea. It kind of like stops you, but it also kind of glides, so you don't get any like bite or like any like resistance. You know, like
Right.
weird. And it's nice, and it's just like a lot of bells and whistles. It's got like a heated seat. It's got like screens everywhere. It's got like just like algorithmic like traffic predictors and shit, and like just like so many screens you have to move them aside so you can see out the front.
Actually drive. Do you guys always take this thing on field trips?
Sadie goes like, I mean, for the most part, when we have something, we all live in on campus. York did as well at one point. This is a bit of an out of the ordinary field trip. Lenka goes like, if people at the academy ask, we are here researching. She narrows her eyes, looks at Sadie, goes like, we are conducting a survey on consequences of the sleeping sickness. And visiting York. They do know we're visiting York. They just don't know it's the main.
Right, I was joking about the field trip thing, but I gotcha.
Oh, all right. So, well, that was a lot of explanation for your joke. I am very sorry.
That's all right. I used to hanging out with nerds, so that's on me, I guess. I'll still calling you nerds at some point. Maybe.
No, that's fine. We own it.
Okay. I am literally like on a trip. I'm chaperoning the what are they called? The quiz teams.
Oh yeah,
debate team.
Yeah, they do like I went to one of these where you like go to and all the schools meet up and you do like quizzes against like trivia. Something. Yeah.
It's funny. In the meantime, you have Wyatt on the far end, just kind of taking the entire back seat, like just like legs and arms spread out.
Oh, he's the drunk coach that had to come with us.
Sipping from this like small, like just travel size, like just a bottle of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smoking a synth cigar also.
Cigar.
He's got shades on because he's still hungover from last night.
Wyatt, Rajiv does kind of like kind of move over to you. I'm gonna move us to the all program now, just see where everyone's gonna be sitting.
Yeah.
I should have made tokens for these people.
Draw us a big old van.
Kai, do you want to draw us a big old van?
Okay.
Get it. If I'm in the backseat by myself, if he tries to come back there to sit, I'm like, don't sit right there. Because Remy's sitting next to me. I'll just tell him to scoot a little bit further over.
You're terrible.
Rajiv is not coming to sit to you. He is
okay.
Moving to what you call it? He is moving to sit like on the seat in front of you.
Okay.
But he's kind of like
we
a
might
little
need
bit over the seat, just looking at you.
We might need an extra row, Kai.
It's a big. Let me make tokens for all these characters real quick.
Cute.
All right. All just like in the
like I'm making like 4 people squeeze in that seat while I'm
just taking up the whole back row. Yeah.
So Wyatt, as you are just sitting there, you're driving around. Just so we don't do we don't have to do like the entire day that you guys spend here. And also you guys can probably spend like a half day in this if you still want to have a half day to do something else today. Because it is just kind of like going around and just having lunch and it's like very leisurely. We can just kind of like go through vignettes of things you'd like to do with all these people because there's a lot of them. Yeah, as you guys are driving, then you guys go. Where are you going first, Yok? What's the itinerary? Everyone kind of just looks to you.
Yeah. So we're going to go. We'll go have brunch first. We'll have brunch someplace in the night zone, so we can get some authentic night zone cuisine. And then after that, we'll just kind of walk around the neighborhood that Yok grew up in. I'll point out the house, where like myself and Ada and Sadi would, have the sleepovers with Drifa. And that's where we'd get caught up on like old Dusko Dunce movies. And after that, we go down to the Metal Burn. Yeah, I introduce everyone to Heracles, who runs the establishment. The Metal Burn is a drone fighting rink. And there are like wagers that get placed on the fights, and Yoko kind of like recounts the tale of the biggest haul that the three of them, the three like best friends had, was when they actually put together Hell. They actually refitted her for the drone fighting, and then Yoke piloted her, and they bet on her, and she won. And it was like the most money that the three of them had ever seen in their lives. And it was actually through that night that he got connected with the Verity Clinic, because he got jumped and put into a coma. So, yeah. It was a very impactful night.
Verity Clinic was like, I feel like if Mr. Antonov had not shown up that night, you would have ended up much, much worse.
Yeah, that was the time that I actually got to see Levin fight, and he blew out Zeno's kneecaps. It was a hell of a shot. Even rolled right out of the car, lined up, took the shot, and then Ivan went down. It was like clockwork. And then Soko, of course, crushed the car. That's just what Soko does.
Unfortunately, though, as you are driving up, Yok, you get down here to the Metal Burn at probably 2:30, or no, less than that, probably 1:30 in the afternoon, after having brunch and just showing them around and just walking around the neighborhood for a little bit. Lenka is very attentive to everything you say. Sadie and Ada spend all the time kind of just hanging back a little bit and just talking amongst themselves and just reminiscing. Ivan, give me an empathy check on Ivan, whoever wants to.
I'll empathy check him.
Sure, who needs insight stress?
Hey, you're not gonna get it if you don't roll.
Exactly. Hey!
Hey!
Nice.
So, Yok and Nora, you guys both get the sense from Ivan that one, he's been kind of a little bit roped into coming here. Two, he is really nervous about being in a night zone. Three, he is trying extremely hard to act like he is not very nervous about being in a night zone.
Mm-hmm.
Is he Amelia Kid? Does he look like Amelia Kid? Or something close to
he
it?
Behaves like money. Yeah.
Alright.
Has Jacques told us about the kind of area that Biogen Academy is in itself? Is that a nice area, or?
I don't think he has. You could ask him, or you could ask any of the kids from there here.
Yeah, we would have time throughout the day.
Sure. How will I word this?
For also just for you guys, Val, in case it colors anything, Rajiv also looks like money, but he reminds you guys a lot of a male Sierra.
Exactly. I was thinking
he's not a Maurizio. He's boy Sierra.
Yeah.
It's a himbo.
Yeah. But he's just bemused, looking at everything. He's kind of taking pictures in inappropriate places. Hey, look, fuse hits. Selfie.
I'll make a point to kind of step aside at some points and just kind of chat up Ivan. Be like, it's nothing to worry about down here. Me and you can take whatever comes out our way,
Give me the diplomacy check. Val, what were you saying?
Val will
ask about.
Val will ask. So it seems Biogen has brought together quite a couple of you from what seems like different walks of life. Where is Biogen actually located? I don't think I've actually ever known.
Can I take a couple of dice for that?
You
Yeah,
guys,
go for it.
Can I
I don't know if it'll make a difference.
Can I help?
Nope. Fuck.
how are you helping?
I'm actually gonna hinder by saying you just gotta look out for the fucking vampires out here.
Okay, Nora. I think Nora actually laughs at that.
After that, all right. As Val is asking that, Lenka kind of goes like, 5th district, floor. What? Where are we, Yokuk? Like 55? Rather 55 through 58.
Somewhere
It's a
around
big
there.
academy. So he goes like, right, yeah, Miss Val, for many of the kids in Biogen, including many of our friends, this is actually the first time they've even been within a stone's throw of the Night Zone, let alone in the Knicks, you know?
Oh, I see. So, Ivan said like, or 5th floor. So that's like, where does the Night Zone start?
No, 55th floor.
55th.
Oh,
You know
55th
that,
through the 58th, they said.
yeah, you know that anything above 50 is Milia.
okay.
So from what they're telling you, the Biogen Academy actually takes up 3 entire floors of a mega block on the Milia.
What floor are we on? At Lev's garage and stuff.
28?
28th or 26th, something like 28th, because fuck all's 26th.
Wait, so are we technically in the Night Zone? Because if they said it's a stone throw away and they're 20 floors above us.
No.
Yeah, we're right above it.
Yeah, Night Zone is up to
Is
the
it 28?
25th.
Oh, so it's okay. So Biogen is actually not very close to the Night Zone then.
Yeah. Like what Sadie's telling you is that Lenka, Rajiv, and Ivan have never been close to the Night Zone before now. And now they're
Oh,
actually in it. Yeah.
okay.
Sadie kind of goes like, Yok and I were a little bit of a anomaly. No, I wouldn't say an anomaly. We were uncharacteristic when it comes to the academy. Not many kids from the Night Zone there. Takes a bit of an extra special student to make it there. Not to toot my own horn, of course, but just trying to toot Yoks. And it is a bit lonely now that I'm the only Nick's kid representing up there.
Shoke has told us about his situation, but it seems like you're gonna have to carry that torch for him. But yeah, I imagine it's a great opportunity to be able to study there, especially if it's not common for someone from the Night Zone. And then she kind of squints, and she's trying to figure out how to ask this without sounding rude. But she's gonna say, how's the tuition at Biogen? Are you potentially on a scholarship, perhaps?
Val, give me an empathy check right now. I'm asking for this, there's no stress. Nora, for your part, you've through the walk, you've moved near Ivan, and you're kind of trying to get him to chill a little bit. He kind of goes like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I'm completely chill. There is nothing for me to fear here. I am aware of that. And then Wyatt mentions vampires and goes like, very funny. I guess some of the Omega strain patients that escaped some of the facilities about 20 years ago could have ended up here. But they didn't. I know you are just trying to scare me. I'll go wait in the car.
Whoa. Oh, fuck. Nice, Wyatt. Good job.
Can I just grab his arm and pull him
Yeah,
back?
actually grab his arm.
Relax.
As you grab his arm,
Nora's a vampire hunter.
Is he like full of muscle?
he is He's not
Is he
muscular.
jacked as
He's a
fuck?
little bit plush,
Oh, okay.
but he is dense.
Is he gene modded?
Huh?
Is he gene modded? Huh.
Stout and dense body. He's got the same build as Durek, except Durek is muscular. He's just,
Yeah.
but he's real wide and
Extra
short. He's like
fluffy.
4.5 feet tall.
Ivan is?
Mhm.
He's tiny? I thought
He's
he was
short
tall.
and wide. No, Rajiv is really tall.
Shit. Okay.
No, it's like shit.
No, that's not. I thought I was looking up at him, talking to him, but no, I'm looking down at him, trying
you're
to
looking down.
reassure him. Okay,
For the first time
He's like a
ever.
little fantasy dwarf.
Shut the fuck up! I'm not small.
They are actually having this conversation. Val, you asked this. There's a couple of looks between Sadie, Ada, and York, but Sadie doesn't say anything at first, and Ada doesn't either. And they seem to kind of just be waiting to see if York has anything to say.
Yuk will step in. Yeah, he'll say, actually, Sadie surprised all of us because she was the one who got invited to Biogen first on a full scholarship.
Yes, the only way I can afford it. Really, it is a
It's a rare
It's-
opportunity, and it would be foolish for anyone from the Knicks with our sorts of interests and ambitions to say no to such a thing. Biogen has incredible resources. Sati is getting the education that she deserves for the effort that she's put in.
Thank you, Yokak. I do appreciate it. And we do miss you up there.
Maybe I haven't decided if I'm going to try and reapply, but if I do, it won't be on my scholarship, so I need to make sure that I have some funds squared away to cover tuition.
Lenka interjects a little bit and goes like, Yok is probably just frying bigger fish down here. No feral Urs up in Biogen.
Wait, sorry, what? What'd she say?
Yok is probably frying bigger fish down here. I've not seen any feral Urs in Biogen.
I mean, he doesn't fight hers here.
Oh,
She gives Yok a smile and goes like, I mean to say, whatever Yok is doing now is probably important too. You don't have to be up there to be doing something of worth.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, and he's applied what he's learned at Biogen to very good use, even outside. He's definitely helped us, everyone in the crew, a bunch with his skills.
Ada goes like, without Yok, these folks would probably have died a couple times already.
Disagree.
Well, everyone but Nora.
Okay, maybe that. Not me.
How's your forehead, by the way?
How's my forehead? Is it bruised?
It's a little bit bruised. Yok did patch it up. So you have like a bit band-aid on your.
Pull my hair over the band-aid a little bit. It's fine.
Was Sadie referring to the Urs that we fought in the very first battle?
There's packs of feral Urs, a little bit like stray dogs in the night zone. They mostly just kind of like eat trash and just kind of like live fast.
Can I actually make a perception check to see if I can find like feral that Linka
Yeah.
can approach?
And I would say you don't even need to make a check. You know where they hang out. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's like there's these like trash ditches and they can hang out around them. They used to chase you and Sadie and Ada. Like you would go down there to try to like get materials and stuff, and the Urs would just kind of chase you off, you know?
Mhm.
So you could definitely go with Lenka to just kind of look at some feral Urs.
Yeah, we'll take her little supply pack and go see if we can get a sample off of a spotted Ur.
Rajiv kind of takes some time. Nora and Val seem a bit intimidating. So he kind of like mostly clings to Ada a bit. But also, Wyatt, he kind of follows you around a bit.
Oh no.
Until he kind of goes like over as you're driving away from the Earth part. York, you're bandaging Lenka's arm where an Earth bit her. She didn't even notice. She's kind of like looking at the sample she took. Rajiv kind of like leans over the seat and goes like, "You look like not trying to assume or anything. You look kind of like a badass. You know, like you get down and dirty in the night zone and all that stuff. You know, like the real dangerous scene."
Yeah, exactly.
Do you? Kind of leans close. Do you know Marcus Sin?
Oh, good.
Oh no.
What about him?
They have this kind of real grungy, authentic, like
They're not.
music that it sounds extra cool when you're just super fucking fucked up on Twitch and Rush.
Yeah, that's about the only time they sound good.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I just didn't realize. I hope I didn't step on the nerve. I just.
Nah,
Do you know? I know that they're originally from here, and there's some places where you can just kind of get the mark.
don't get the mark.
Why not?
I mean, down here, that's kind of what the posers do. I'd recommend.
All right. What do the non-posers do?
They just don't do that, and they just be themselves.
Give me a diplomacy check with the -2, Wyatt.
-2. What?
You're going like this kid, like, don't be a poser, just be yourself. It's like as you take a swig of
I'm being myself.
A bottle of whiskey and smoke a cigar on a car full of people who are 15 years younger than you.
I'm still gonna peek.
Ridiculous.
3.
He nods. All right. So here's the thing. I'm lower supplier, right? And a few months back, so I was in a party, and I ran into a couple chicks who got on the mark at like an OD concert, you know, out of districts.
Mm-hmm.
And for one, I met them before, and they just gotten like 200% hotter. And two, they said they felt the best they've ever felt with the thing. They just have to get it done every now and then. So I was thinking, I could try it because I'm down to supplier, unless you can convince my boy York up there to just gonna like go back to selling, or you can hook me up with someone new.
So you want to try it as like a drug kind of experience?
I mean, it seems to do something. Have you ever gotten it?
I don't know.
Ada goes like, I've gotten it. Oh shit. It did kind of make me feel like, didn't feel addictive or anything. I didn't feel shitty afterwards, but it did kind of make me feel like I was more charming, maybe. Val, remember when we got the mark?
Yeah. What about
Did
it?
you feel different at all with it?
Did I? Because I know, like it actually gave
You
like,
got
a
a
bonus.
trait.
Yeah, but did Val actually feel different, like when she had it?
Val would have been aware of that bonus, not in a mechanical sense, but on a general sense.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to describe what that must have felt like.
Yes, I mean, it's however you feel like that charisma. Like you could have felt hotter, you could have felt more confident, you could have felt,
Yeah. Yeah. something about the mark. It really just makes you feel a lot more confident, and the effect was quite noticeable. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Would get it again.
Rajiv just kind of like slowly turns back to Wyatt and just lifts an eyebrow.
Hey, Raj. Here's what you should do. There's clearly something in this ink, so why don't you're a scientist? You could go get a bottle of it and then make your own thing with it.
Oh shit! All right, yeah. I should probably. Sadie, do you want to examine some shit for me? And Sadie's like, only if I'm gonna get school credit for it. I don't know if I can do that. York, do you want to examine some things for me?
I don't have a lab right now, but
Fuck, why is life so hard? Alright, I'll mull it over. It's not a bad idea though.
All I'm saying is you don't have to worship some shitty band just to feel good from a fucking mark.
Does the tattoo just have Pharaoh Star in it? Is that what it is? They just tattoo you with Pharaoh Star.
You don't know. You could check us out. You could ask.
I was just asking, like, mechanically.
Above the table.
Yeah.
You do not know. I would say Nora would also not know if that's the case. Wyatt, give me a knowledge check or an empathy check. Knowledge and intelligence or empathy and insight.
I will do empathy. Just a 1.
Okay. You sit back, take a swig of your whiskey, and watch as Nora drives this fancy flying brick to Weryok.
let's see. So we did metal burn.
I will say, unfortunately, I forgot this is what I was going to say earlier. As you arrive at the metal burn at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday or on a Monday, it is closed. You do see like the big thing, like there's this big metal sign, which is like literally the letters like burn with a blowtorch on them, like a huge like 10-foot wide sign. But everything is just closed down right now.
He'll still take them around the building. They're kind of peeking through the windows and like, oh yeah, you can see the rink down there, and
yeah, you can definitely recount everything for them and just kind of show the building and the area around. Like, oh, this is where they kicked my head against the concrete.
Yeah, this is where I was made to bite the sidewalk. And
wait, what was this place?
This is the metal barn. This is a drone fighting rink. I study Ada and I like refitted hell for drone fighting, and I actually won. I got a huge payout.
Can I get in there?
Do you want to break in?
Just want to pick the lock.
Yeah, give me a sneak check.
I actually have
say
picks, but...
for this drone fighting, was this hell or was it just like a different drone?
No, this was hell, but she had some mods switched in for that night.
Oh.
Stating on like mostly armor and like a lot of nails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ada's like, I kind of think you guys overdid it with the nails, honestly.
What? We won! How did we overdo it?
Okay, advantage.
I'm just kind of standing talking while Wyatt just kind of walks over and just starts fiddling with the lock.
7.
Well, you already did it, but yeah, that's fine.
Good
You
lord.
guys left 7. That is insane.
Are there any like traps that would have noticed with that roll?
Oh, that's a different roll. But I will say,
Such a good roll, though.
Open a door. You don't open, like there's a big like kind of like sheet metal wall type, like one of those like shutters, You don't open that because that would be very evident. But there's a side door with a little kind of like L-shaped staircase of metal that kind of goes up to there. This is full night zone, so it's nighttime here pretty much. You do see like a few beams of light from above and shuttles and stuff, and a few people walking around. It's sort of like a lull right now. It doesn't seem like there's many things that are open right now in this zone, in this part of the night zone. There's not a ton of people. But you guys all watch as Wyatt kind of steps forward and just with a little flick of his wrist, unlocks the door at the top of this L-shaped staircase and just opens. Wyatt, you peek in and you see behind the shutters, there's a ramp up. There is a huge space, like a huge cylindrical space here. With there's like a circular ring, like a pit in the middle, with these lights that are hanging. There's like concrete seats, almost like an amphitheater style, and a cage, like a cylindrical cage, like that stretches up from the ring that prevents people from just falling in, but still allows people to see in. There is a small bar on the right side, and on the far side you see another kind of chain link separator, and past it a bunch of workbenches and whatnot. I feel like just beer signs are still on, or little signs, but no one's here right now. It seems like this place just gets shuttered when there's no events going on. But yeah, and you see kind of like just hanging dust in the few beams of light that come from the lights outside, or from the glowing signs that are still lit here and there in the metal burn.
Can I roll perception to see if there's any security system or something?
Yeah, give me a perception check. What is everyone else doing as Wyatt just kind of peeks into this place?
Wyatt, what are you doing?
Well, it was open.
You don't see anything, but it is dark.
But it's obviously closed.
Could be
Say it is like...
stick around.
Alright, so I know I said crime doesn't immediately happen when you step into the night zone. But we are doing it, so it's different.
I'll take a step inside.
Okay, take a step inside. Smells of machine oil and old beer.
Not bad, not bad.
Got a whole vibe of coming into a bar during the off hours.
Seems open to me.
We could come back when it's actually open. What are we gonna do? Like, is Yolk just gonna have hell fight nothing?
Or are you actually going to have her fight, or you just wanted to come check this place out?
No, I mostly just wanted to come check the place out, but I was going to introduce people to Heracles. He runs the place, and he's, I don't know, like... not really a friend, per se, but... yeah, like Dulce, he's a good acquaintance. What are you planning to do here?
I was gonna look around. Relive your glory days.
We can
What was that?
peek in, I guess. Strum.
What a fight.
Yok, as you are talking to Wyatt at the door, I would say with your passive perception, you see what he missed. A little blinking red light on the upper left corner of the door he opened.
Oh. Wyatt, you tripped an alarm.
Well, I guess that's the end of our fun then.
Ada kind of goes like, Nora, do you want to start the car?
Oh, it's still running. I'm still sitting in the van because I wasn't gonna get out because I don't want to get caught. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't risk that.
So
we should go.
Out of character, just for context, because this is actually something I wasn't really sure about. Like, when we're being shown around the Nights on by Jacques, like, is this all, like, on foot and, like, Or like, are we driving to every single location and then getting out and then getting back in the car and then going off?
I imagine it's like. Oh, go ahead, Yok.
Oh, I imagine it's the second. Like, we go to a location, like, we got the brunch, we got out, we ate, we got back in the car, we went down to, like, his neighborhood, got out, we walked around his neighborhood, we got back in, we drove to, like, this trash ditch that, they would go, like, dumpster diving in, and then they got out, and Yok took Linka down to go meet the Urs, and then they got back in, and then they drove over to Heracles' metal burn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, now they're jumping back in again.
Yeah, it's big field trip vibes.
Yeah.
All the nerds kind of pile back into the car. Ada kind of goes like, "Hey, listen, Wyatt. Good thinking, but take it from a pro. Check for alarms first."
Yeah, it's less exciting, but sure.
Everyone jumps in the car. Nora, you peel off as you leave the metal burn behind. What is the last step on the or what are the next stop on the tour, Yok?
It is actually the last stop is just to go to Drifa's urn, which I don't believe is actually close by here.
Yeah, no, Drifa's urn is a little bit further out, I believe, right?
Yes.
I think it's in what would we call the outer district, which is the like past the mega blocks. Okay, so you guys drive out past the edge of the mega blocks. You see the city extend beyond, like just. It's not like it's a clear-cut edge, but you see the end of the mega blocks. The mega blocks grow wider at the base, and then you kind of like see it slowly shift into smaller buildings and urban sprawl that is more familiar, perhaps, to Nora and Val. You know, the type of urban sprawl you would have experienced in other worlds, as opposed to this kind of like verticality of capital. Cities, the streets get a bit wider, fewer shuttle car presence. You see there's like a massive like 16-lane road, skyway that just kind of disappears into the north. You guys know it's eventually going to Zvesta. And you guys touch down on this squat but very well taken care of and relatively beautiful, if a bit sober, and kind of like laden like into this urban section, a little like a cigarette with tall ferrocrete walls around it. And you guys do see it is the 6225 Shrine Garden on this sort of like just straight ferrocrete, sort of like a overhang. As you walk in, what you see here are hundreds of small concrete niches, one on top of the other, on these like columns, and between the niches, small tufts of well-kept greenery. The entire area has this like very sober, well taken care of. You know, it's still kind of like a little bit of a brutalist architecture, but right now on a Monday at this time, it is empty. As you step in, Yok, you know exactly which niche it is. There's you've probably laid out fresh flowers whenever you had a chance. So has Ada. You know, she's also come here. Lev's come here at some point. And each of the niches, so like you have these columns that are made of several niches, and they each face a different way. Each niche, as you go up the column, and there's like a small square ferrocrete receptacle in front where people like kind of like leave flowers or offerings or whatnot. And there is a small hollow projection of a person's name, and this whole ziggurat is about a city block wide. gather a couple thousand people buried here. This air of solemnity immediately takes off, and I don't know, Yok, what does it say on Drifa's niche? Where is it located? How has it been made up or decorated?
It just has like like a little vase set up on like a very small like platform next to the name that people can leave like mementos. And it's got a little like hollow card there with Yok and like very young Yok and Ada and Sadie being kind of hugged from above by this woman. Yok steps forward and he kind of like runs his hand over it, kind of just takes the dust off and cleans it up a little bit. This little vase with like small white flowers, and he'll take a moment and then say, it was Sadi that actually approached me about getting a scholarship and going to Biogen. It immediately became my dream that I would go there and get an education and become a certified doctor, become a surgeon. And with that money, I would pull Ada and Drifa and my father into the mid-city at least. I didn't need much. As long as I could get them out of the night zone, give them a stable life, that would be enough. So I went. I took the scholarship. And the scholarship helped with the tuition. But it didn't pay for transportation when I had to go back down to the clinic. And then in my first year, I was contacted by Vertu, a Haven datacrafter. And I developed a crush, admittedly. And when she gave me my final mission to join Haven, to find her, that became my focus over my studies. And when my grades slipped, the scholarships fell away. So I needed to come up with some other way to pay for tuition and travel, food, the dorm. So I got an idea. My father had been framed for running fuse out of a medicine clinic or a medicine factory. So I got some of the contacts because the people who were doing it didn't suffer the consequences, so I knew they were still doing it. So I still had the Biogen pass. I could run fuse up there, sell to Biogen, who didn't otherwise have any sort of access to it, and I made more than enough money to pay for everything. The only connection I had to make was I couldn't run it up there by myself, it would be too obvious. So I contacted Sultan in the Crimson Heights. And he put me in touch with some of their runners, and they ran the fuse for me. In the meantime, I would purchase it out of the factory, and suspecting that the Crimson Heights or someone else might get wise, I hit the drugs before the Crimson Heights would come to pick it up. And I thought that it was being clever because I hid it in the home that I shared with Drifa. Instead of the Verity Clinic, which would make more sense, and my suspicions were proved correct. Because there was a break-in there. And they didn't really take anything, because they didn't find what they were looking for. And at the time I thought I was very clever for that. But in fact, I was very foolish. And whoever broke into the clinic knew there was only so many other places that some Nyx kid could hide that much fuse. So they found out where I lived, and they broke in there. And Drifa was there. She didn't know I was hiding the fuse there. She just knew that what little we had was all that we had, so she tried to stop them. And they killed her for it. I haven't told the enforcers that. Because they're not to blame. I'm the one that painted the target on her back. My mother died hours after giving birth to me. Drifa did not owe me anything, but she raised me like I was her own son. Even when my dad got locked up, she just kept taking care of me and Ada and Sadi. And she put her whole life on hold for us. I killed her for it. And I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. It wasn't worth it. You were trying to defend our home, but without you, it's not the home anymore. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Yok, you feel a hand on your shoulders. Ada's kind of like there. You see red in her eyes, and she's kind of like just pushing her lips together, like just really hard, like just fighting something back. But she puts her arms around you, kind of pulls you in. And Sadie puts her arms around both of you. And you stand there for a little bit in front of the niche. Lenka, Ivan, and Rajiv kind of like just turn around. Lenka's just kind of like looking forward at you and the other two. Rajiv and Ivan are looking away, like not quite knowing what to do. How about the others?
I think Val at first is trying to keep a respectable distance while Jacques gives his thoughts to Drifa, but then also like after is also just waiting until the other friends finish embracing Jacques. When they let go, I think Val will try to get in and give Jacques a hug too. She probably doesn't have words to say, but she is definitely very empathetic.
I think Nora is just kind of leaning against like the closest pillar just sort of watching Yoke and thinking, but I don't think she necessarily goes to give Yoke a hug.
I feel like I'm also just kind of giving him some space while this is all going on.
There's a small, it's kind of like pensive moment. Lenka kind of just hovers a little bit as these three girls are just sort of standing around Yoke. They pull back from the hug a little bit. Ada goes, Yoke. And Sadie, I don't think it's the... You're such a fucking idiot. After... Okay, you obviously feel guilty about it. I'm not gonna... Sorry, I'm kind of pissed at everything right now.
Yeah, I didn't know how to tell you, so I just...
I know. Listen. You fucked up. Okay? You fucked up real big. But you didn't kill your aunt. You just fucked up. Someone else decided to do that.
Well, yeah, we know exactly who knows. Don't we, Yoke?
Ada kind of turns around, looks at you, Nora. Sadie tilts her head.
Told you don't blame yourself for this.
No, you said it, but... I knew someone broke in. I knew they were looking for the fuse.
It wasn't you.
No, but I baited it. I baited the trap.
Yeah, you definitely wanted someone to come and kill your Aunt Drifa. Sure. We all believe that.
I mean, I didn't mean for it to happen, but it did still happen.
So what are you going to do about it?
I don't...
What do you want us to do about it?
I don't know. I'm still figuring it all out. Just... It doesn't seem like anything fixes this.
Sadie kind of goes like, I think I understand what Nora's getting at. We can't take what happened back, Yoke. I do agree with Ada, you shouldn't have been doing what you were doing, but that's not what killed your aunt. Someone else killed your aunt, and they need to be brought to justice. Now that you've gotten this off your chest, perhaps you can talk to the enforcers. Perhaps with this piece of information, they can actually chase this down. Ada goes like, or we can go to the heights and beat some answers out of someone. That's what you're saying, right, Nora?
Oh, yeah.
I'm on board
Yeah.
with
I
that
told-
plan.
What was that, Wyatt?
I'm on board with that plan.
Nora?
I told you what Sultan said. Or, well, what I picked up when you were talking to him the other day.
Yeah,
I didn't know at the time what it meant, but it makes sense. He knows.
well... I don't know if you heard it, but... The three that were running Fuse for me, they weren't there at the base because Sultan said they're in timeout. They've been given a
Huh.
break because they fucked up on
Maybe
something.
we can convince Sultan to tell us where he's got him in timeout. I do have a date with Mr. Sultan at some point. You know, my fist in his face, so...
Sadie, can I speak up? Alright, I I will, for whoever cares about it, express my opinion, and my vote will go towards letting this follow proper, due process, and let the authorities know. But if you do want to resort to violence, which I understand, I did grow up in the 9th zone, how about we just take Lenka and Rajiv and Ivan home?
Not today.
Then, no, I understand, but then you can discuss the plan and perhaps consider the benefits of just letting the enforcers in it. Ada
There's any
goes
benefit to that.
Hinds and enforcers have agreements, Sadie. There's a reason the Hinds operate under their nose. Sadie sighs and goes like, you can get out of the night zone, but you can't get the night zone out of you in a bit. Chases you around. I've felt it too, Yak. It's not your fault. I mean, you aren't. You did something stupid. I do agree with that. But it wasn't what got your aunt killed. You should have gotten perhaps expelled, perhaps grounded, not orphaned. It has nothing to do with it,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Ada kind of goes like, we're scaring the children. I'm going to take them to the car. Or Sadie, take them to the car. Maybe you guys who've actually killed someone stay here with me?
I was gonna say, I don't want to ruin the little memorial here, so if anything, if you guys want to stay and talk to Yoke.
Val?
Oh, well, that just goes against everything that Val wants to do.
I mean, Val can have a different opinion. She can express a different opinion as well.
If you want, Joke, we can wait for you by the car.
Oh, well, this, I didn't know how to retell this, and I wanted, it's a little too late, of course, but I wanted to confess it to Drifa as well. She deserved to know. This is really why I wanted to come down here and just be honest about the whole thing and just get it off my chest. We don't have to linger here. We can go. Maybe we can grab a late lunch, early dinner, whatever, and then I don't want to keep you all too long. You still have a bit of a drive to get back.
There's kind of like general nods. Ivan goes like, listen, the best thing we can probably do for you as classmates is get out of your way. I wish we could help more, but we are still students. I am very sorry, though. Kind of gives you like just a gentle touch on the elbow and moves to the car. Rajiv kind of goes like, man, I'm so sorry. To think those were the drugs I was buying of you, I kind of feel like an enabler.
You weren't, Rajiv. It was my fault for showing up with them in the first place. I should have known better.
Kind of just puts a hand on your shoulder and just gives you a little nod. Lenka just kind of like just walks up to you and looks down, and she gets her like not on her tippy toes because you're not particularly tall, but she's gonna give you like a little peck on the corner of the like on the jaw, And it was like, you're not a bad person. You're just dumb. Sometimes. We're all dumb sometimes. And you're trying to make it right.
Oh my god, she's female Iggy.
And turns around and just heads back towards the
Holy shit. She's girl Iggy.
I just got the gender swapped Nora party.
While everyone else is making their way back to the car, could Val actually take Jacques off to the side for a bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when Val's talking, you probably will be able to recognize that this is, I guess, the source of her empathetic hug, sort of. But she will say, "Listen, Jacques, knowing the circumstances that what happened with Drifa, I totally can understand how your choices must be gnawing at you, but one thing that I could say from someone who has made similar decisions is that you can't let these decisions consume you. You have to find the strength to move forward. This crew here at Capital isn't the first I've commanded. I've commanded others, and decisions I've made have cost the teammates their lives, and I have to live with that every single day. So I know what it is that you're going through in some ways. You might not be able to find a resolution to a way to undo past mistakes, but you can move forward, and that's the only thing anyone can do. I hope that helps.
It does. It's like this puzzle that I don't have all the pieces for. And it's like a piece that fits, but it doesn't complete the whole thing. It's just so much missing still. I just can't wrap my head around how to fix it.
Daniel kind of like goes like, well, kicking ass and taking names, huh? You're good for that? I'll go take care of the others, and to be honestly, like, this is a bit sobering.
You okay?
Yeah, just I feel I could have ended up where York is.
Worse.
Or worse. At least I only fucked myself over. You're okay.
It's alright.
I'm gonna go sit in the car with the others and just like give him a drug PSA or something. I don't know.
You're gonna be okay, Daniel.
He kind of shoulder checks you a little bit and smiles and scoots over towards the car. And the four of you are left here alone in front of the niche.
Well,
Missing puzzle piece. You know where it is. Yeah.
As the others have stated, if there's anyone anywhere that you want us to go, we'll go.
Well, I have to admit, if I could get face to face with them, Noel, Rhaego, and Takala, I would definitely have questions for them. And you're right. Or maybe it was Sadi that said that they should face real justice, not just what Sultan thinks is a slap on the wrist. That's all it is.
What kind of justice do you want?
I don't know. I didn't think that I wanted justice because I was blaming myself for this, honestly. But maybe we can start with just finding out where they're hiding those idiots.
Well, first things first. We've got a job with the Hides Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Then-
for better or worse, we that job is for Levin ultimately, so we should do it.
Also, not to reduce the importance of your vengeance here, but I do think we should get Wyatt's family to safety, lest he tries to kill another Mercator.
Yeah, I do highly agree that getting them out of their current situation as soon as possible should be the utmost priority.
I just kind of put my hand on Yoke's shoulder. I'll offer him some of the whiskey.
Not that she would approve, but and he'll kind of like shield his face from the urn and then take a quick swig. Thanks, Coyote.
No problem.
Come on, let's get out of here. Let her rest. He'll put 2 fingers to his lips and then put them up against her resting place. And then turn to go.
You guys walk up to the van. Tension's high. You guys see kind of like just people talking inside. Ada trying to diffuse a little bit like the tension of the moment and the situation. Just kind of like lift everyone's spirits, even though you guys could tell Ada was pissed. And she actually caught Nora's drift initially as to what should be done. And it's kind of like open the door and you kind of just hear like, and then apparently they're going to go on a date. And then you'll go like, what? And that's where we're going to wrap up tonight.